Hello and welcome to the Link Up Show with myself, Charlene Smith, and Doug Star. What's
Come on.
happening?
I am there. What are you saying to me, Char?
Woo, we are back, boy. It feels like ages since we've done one of these shows, but it was probably just over a week ago when it was the internationals.
Yeah, we did it last week.
I know, it feels like it was so long ago.
Oh, no, we did a watch along. Yeah, there was no Premier League. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Oh,
That's why it
yes.
feels like a bit more distant. But how are
Yeah.
you doing?
I am good, you know. I am good. What are you saying to me? How you getting on?
I'm amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Premier League action's back, number one. That's put a big smile on my face.
Yes,
Got that
yes.
beautiful 4-1 win yesterday.
Yes,
And our
yes.
Arsenal women got a win today. I mean,
Oh, did they
happy
win, yeah?
Yeah, 2-1.
Oh, come on. They're doing their thing. They're in a title race as well.
Literally.
Yeah.
Big up everyone for joining us. Luca has been here from early.
Early. Luca.
Big up to Jalen saying, hi, Charlene. Hello, Jay. How are you?
Come on.
Tyrone, big up, saying, hey. Rennie B, hey, Shah and Doug. Should we just pause right here on Rennie B, who's a Leicester City fan? Because there has actually been some breaking news today.
Breaking news, boys.
Mate. So, Brendan Rodgers has left Leicester City by mutual consent. I mean, let's get some reaction on that. Rennie B, let us know how you're feeling. Yes. Doug, what's your initial thoughts on that one?
Big one. My initial thought when I saw it first is that maybe he's going Tottenham.
Really? Was that your first thought? Is that the first thing that came in your head?
First thing that came in my head is that Brendan Rodgers is going Tottenham. It's a weird time to leave.
Yeah, it is.
It's a weird time to leave. You think Tottenham ain't like Leicester ain't in like mad danger. Yeah, they're not playing well, but they're not in mad danger. Like you'd think that you'd just see it out to the end of the season, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I just think there's most probably a reason why they've terminated his contract, and just called it a day.
But mate, absolutely mental. I mean, there's only like 9 Premier League games left to go.
This is what I'm saying. It
like going with like such a thin squad, limited resources.
Yeah,
for like half of the season. I mean, it is a bit of a crazy time to leave. I weren't expecting that one.
Yeah, and like Rennie B saying he's excited or he's happy about it, but it's like Brendan Rodgers, I would say, like out of all the English managers and what we have in the Premier League, is probably in the top tier bracket of managers, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so to be like celebrating it is mad because you think now Leicester are going to struggle to get there. Leicester could end up getting like a Lampard. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Or a Steven Gerrard or that, because who do they go and get next? Like, it's like, what manager can you persuade? Unless they go for like Leeds ex-manager, Bielsa or someone like that, that's going to play that type of football that Pochettino maybe. Put it this way, if Pochettino doesn't go to Tottenham, which I feel like I saw something, I don't know how true it is, but I felt that I think one of the directors or one of the people that sit on the board of Tottenham is something to do about the Falklands War. And basically, because Pochettino's Argentinian, she's the one that's blocking, because it is a woman, is blocking the Pochettino move, because I think they would have brought him in a lot sooner. So there's obviously something going on there, because you think Pochettino is a no-brainer like signing, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He wants the club, he loves the club, you just think you'd just bring them in. Do you get what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, they've not managed to be able to get him in. Yeah.
Interesting to see what happens with Rodgers, though.
Yeah. But he's obviously, there must be a move, because you just want to, it's mutual consent. He hasn't been sacked.
Yeah.
They've like, he's just called it like, he basically must have gone in there and said, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, while we're on the topic of Spurs, obviously Conte's left, and we sort of saw, the comments that he made. I mean, who can actually help Tottenham? Like you said, they don't want to win anything.
And it's the thing, and it's not even banter. Like, obviously, we love to banter Tottenham, you know what I'm saying? But I actually think, like Tottenham are in a mad, serious problem. And everything Conte was saying is true. Like, like, none of it was ever like, it's not banter, it's not nothing. It's true. Like, they're in the mud right now. And I think there's a lot of rebuilding, especially when they've got the stadium, and you look at what they could potentially do revenue. But you think, is Levy in it to win it? or is he in it just simply because he wants to have the big events at Tottenham and bring all that money in and all that revenue, but just be happy to be floating in and around the Premier League at the top end of the Premier League and not have to really worry about, oh, you know what, if we win something it's a bonus, but if we don't, that we're not really bothered.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you own a football club, like you want to be winning, like this is your reputation, like that is what football's about.
But you know what? Some managers, like some owners, could just be, like if he owns the club and it's just he owns it, and it's like
It's nothing.
It's up for some managers or owners. It could just be just the thing I've got. I own Tottenham. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I do what I need to do because you got to think they make a lot of money in player sales. They have spent some money, but like how much of the money that they've made, like or they've made has gone directly back into players, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. The directors are happy, similar to how everyone used to see Arsenal. The directors are getting fed, everyone's happy. You know what I'm saying? You're just ticking over. You got like a well sought after striker. You got good players that are in there, like your Song, and you got Lloris and all of these players, and you think we've got enough to keep the turnstiles turning, innit?
Yeah, literally, that is what it is coming across like. Big up everyone. There's loads of comments coming in. Sorry, we will try and get through as many as we possibly can.
Yeah, they are flooding in.
Yeah, Shaka Brand saying, hi, Charlene. I can't stop smiling at the world. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah. It's the same for us as well. I mean, that was a massive, massive result yesterday.
Big result.
4-1.
Considering Liverpool went there and rolled over. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool didn't even put up a fight, but I don't know. That it's the thing. They better keep that same energy when we go to the Anfield. You know what I'm saying? When we go to Anfield, they better have the same energy and just roll over the same. But what a way to respond after the 4-1. You get me?
I know, because do you know what? With that Liverpool game, so obviously when Liverpool scored first, I was thinking, yes, come on, keep it going. I weren't even watching, so I couldn't see the game, but I was listening because I was on my way to the Emirates. And then Man City get an equaliser, and I'm thinking, all right, they're still in the game, there's still time. By the time I started walking to the stadium, it was like 2-1 City. Then finally it was 3-1. Then I see full time pop up on my phone, 4-1. I was like, mate.
Mad. And the thing is, City are better without Haaland. They like in terms of the way the fluidity in the team, they're much better without Haaland. Like they play a lot better without him. But they also score a lot of goals with him because he's a goal scoring machine. So you imagine City would have been dangerous this season had they got the fluidity and Haaland scoring at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that they would have just been a problem. But Alvarez is that system works with like an Aguero type striker in it, and Alvarez is that kind of type of striker in it. So you put him in the middle, it all becomes like imagine if they kept Jesus and was playing Jesus in that system, it would just be crazy. So
absolutely mental, but
it would absolutely be nuts. So like it's made like it's scary because you think, all right, Haaland's out, could be out for a month or whatever they're saying. But then City could really kick on without him. I suppose in Champions League they might struggle because that. I think they got Bayern Munich in it. So German teams, Haaland will tear that up like he's used to it. So like you could see that with RP Leipzig, how he played against them. He was just on beast mode in it when it comes to those teams. Whereas Alvarez may not have the experience, but in the Premier League with that team, they're gonna fold everybody. It's like even if we go to the Etihad and Haaland ain't playing, I would be a little bit concerned going into that game.
Yeah, God, because I guess that's the play that we mainly sort of fret about, Haaland, but it's like, well, there's other threats.
Yeah, Jack Grealish is looking like he's trying to play a bit, like come into his own in the wing and on that left wing position. Like they've got it, like Foden's out, so players are having to step up. But I don't know, it could have just been a poor Liverpool. Who knows? In it, City's next game would be a telling point how well they go into that game. But they did bust up Liverpool.
Yeah, do we know how long Foden's out for? Because he had his appendix removed. So I imagine it'd be a good few weeks,
Yeah, good few weeks till he could start sprinting and running. He's been cut open, you know what I mean? So he's got to let that heel get the stitches up. But you know what? This level of football nowadays, with modern technology, they will find ways to help his body recover and heal and repair and do what he needs to do in it. So
and get him back.
Yeah, but they could be 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now. That's a lot of games. You think City's got a busy run of games coming up? Yeah, like they got Champions League, they're in the FA Cup still.
Oh yeah, the FA Cup. I forgot about that.
We've got FA Cup games, like the Champions League games. So the games are going to come thick and fast, and who knows what can happen for them.
Exactly. Luca is here asking, are you going to Liverpool next week? Are you going to be going, Doug?
Nah. I'll be watching that from home.
Yeah,
From the
I'm not
comfort of my yard.
I won't be attending. Are you going, Luca? Luca's also saying, I think we draw to Liverpool next week. If we beat them, my words will say we will win the league. Yep, we are all feeling very confident that we'll win the league. How are you feeling about Liverpool? Obviously, after seeing that performance, I think we just sort of discussed against their, game against Man City. Do you think, when you sort of look at the Arsenal side and where we're at, do you think we go to Anfield and get 3 points there? And let us know in the comments.
It's possible. Like, you know what? Like, the thing is, the Anfield, like, Etihad is by statistically the hardest away team to go to get points in it. Because teams have, like, there was a moment, like, Liverpool was a hard place, but teams have gone there and got points. And I think if we don't stoke up the fans and we go there, we go 1-0 up early, you know what I mean? And we're controlling the game. The fans won't be in the game. And then we could, like, I feel like it was possible we could come out with a result. If the fans are singing and they're like, oh, hands in the air, and it's all like, you'll never walk alone, it's going to be a hard game for us, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying? That we have to really shut them out for a long time, get an early goal, maybe get 2, and then like nick it, or even 0-0 and then nick it late on. Like, I'll take whatever result if we get the 3 points, but I just think it is possible we can win, but it's going to be a hard game.
Yeah, really, really tough game. Did you even see in the game yesterday where Leeds tried to get a quick early goal by from kickoff? They tried it.
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't see it because I wasn't watching from the beginning. I started watching it, but I watched it like halfway through the second half.
Yeah, they tried to do a Bournemouth on us.
Did they? See what I'm saying?
Mental.
See, these teams, but they have to, though. That's the thing. The way Arsenal are playing now, teams are going to be looking at what maybe work for other teams and try to do the same thing or emulate it and hope they can hang on.
Exactly. Absolutely crazy. Big up to Ashoke as well. How you doing?
Hey, shout out Ashoke. Boy, Chelsea. Why we got Ashoke in the room?
In it.
Chelsea. Nice. Listen, Chelsea were going on. These men were puffing out their chest. Ashoke was on Instagram, doing all the madman thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, you do it too much.
Then they get Villa come to visit them. The people from up Bram come down and turn them over in their backyard.
Absolutely mental. Shall I just quickly go through the Premier League fixtures so far this weekend so we sort of know where we're at?
Yeah.
So we got Man City got a 4-1 win against Liverpool. Yeah. Bournemouth got a 2-1 win against Fulham. Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Wolves got a 1-1 draw. Crystal Palace beat Leicester City 2-1. Arsenal got a 4-1 win over Leeds. Brighton v Brentford, that was a 3-3 draw. Chelsea lost 2-0 to Aston Villa. And West Ham got a 1-0 win over Southampton. And Newcastle beat Man U 2-0.
Yes, and you know what? While we got Now Kane, big up Now Kane. Yeah, while we got your comment up on the screen, yeah, big up Man United in the mud. Listen, I've spent the whole drive back dissing these United fans. Like, listen, I'm having arguments, yeah. That's why I'm glad we're doing the show because I'm able to lock off my phone. I said it, yeah, when they lost to Liverpool and they were 7-0, I think I even said it on the show. One of my boys was arguing with me that they played Real Betis and that was the bounce back game. We beat Real Betis, we're back, we bounce back. I was like, nah. I was like, the bounce back game is whoever you got on Sunday, which they played Southampton, they drew 0-0. And I was basically saying that because the thing with United, they've been grinding out games, but they've not been playing well.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the thing. Ten Hag hasn't really established the identity. Like, even though he wants to go on like he's an elite manager, and even the fans carry that aura that he carries, like a bit of cockiness and whatever. They're not actually playing Ten Hag ball. Like, I don't know what they're playing. And then I think if we bought in Weghorst, yeah, if Arsenal bought Weghorst in January, your phone and my phone would have been going nuts with banter, laughter. These men are trying to justify it like he brings something to the game. But what that says to me is Ten Hag doesn't know how he wants to play because really the way that Man United set up and how they play best is with like a really good striker. They got Martial, 2 good wingers, and then the midfield solid, and they got like a solid defender at the back. Right now, they're just all over the place. Like they don't play good football. They're grinding at wins against the teams that you think they should win against. You know what I mean? And like, where is the direction? And now, if Rashford don't score and like doing all of this, then they got nothing.
There's literally
like nothing going on, Char. Like, what do you think? What's your opinion? You might think differently to me about United, but how do you think about the whole United setup?
Do you know, I totally agree with you as well. Big up to Joe Willett, by the way, for getting the opening go in today's game.
Arsenal, man.
In it, literally. But yeah, they just seem to be so volatile.
Yeah.
And then it's like, obviously, when Rashford's firing, it's like, all right, they go on a run. But the moment he's not, it's all up in the air, really.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? Sorry?
Yeah, I still feel like there's so much more work to be done there.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot more.
But you know what's scary? What would worry me as a Man United fan is the fact that, like Ten Hag bringing in Weghorst, to me, yeah, as your striker, like you need a striker in the transfer window, and that's the type of striker he's gone out and got. That would worry me because I'm trying to think what kind of style of player are you trying to play, because they're not playing to Weghorst is like advantages. Like he should be getting balls in the box. Like he's an aerial player, you know, similar like how we would use Giroud. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and even Haaland, how Man City now know that they can put balls in the box because they've got the tool striker in there to kind of like deal with that. Like they don't play to his advantages or to his strengths. Yeah, they got no Casemiro, but listen, let's roll back 2 seasons ago when they signed Sancho and they signed Ronaldo. This, as a lot of people were saying, was a title contending spot.
And they got Varane.
They had De Gea. They were talking all this crap. Like these men were chatting like the season was wrapped up, like they were now with the big boys.
Like so, they were in the league, boy.
That's what I'm saying. So the quality in the team allows them to beat like your Wolves is, your Nottingham Forest is easy. Like they should do that. They've got the quality in it, but they're doing that, but not actually playing well. And I actually think that for all the chat that the boys are giving me about, we'll see you at the end of the season when we got Europa, FA Cup and all of this, they're counting trophies that they've not won yet. And I think they're not actually looking at the fact that we could get to May and they're in 5th, no Europa League title, no FA Cup, and just a Carabao Cup to look at. And then then I think that will be the realization that actually we are actually crap.
Exactly. We're actually in the mud.
We're actually in the mud, but right now the wins and the Rashford goals are covering up the cracks of that. Put it this way, if Rashford's world class and he's doing what he's doing, but Martinelli's like a couple goals off of him, maybe even caught him up, and you think Saka, what does it make the rest? Because really all he's done is scored goal. He doesn't bring anything else to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry, I've got something in my eye and it's just bothering me. I think it's out now. Sorry, that's why I keep touching my eye.
Yeah.
No, it's so true, man. And like literally, it's only since Rashford came back from the World Cup, like where he's just been firing away.
Yeah.
But as Rennie B's saying, Rashford isn't in form now.
Yeah, he's not. And I think with Rashford, I think where he probably messed up is that he declared himself injured, pulled himself out of the England team to come back. And really, I think sometimes international duty is a gift and a curse. You get injured, it's a curse, isn't it? But if you go, like, look at Saka. Saka's gone there, had a wicked international break, come back, been rested. But he's confident. They know, like, he's ready now. Like, you think, he's up for it. He's talking about we're fearless. Like, roll on the big games. I'm like, wait, this brother might do a madness. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rashford being on holiday, partying, being seen in America, doing all of that. Then you come back and whatever, now you're carrying the burden of, for whatever reason, you withdrew yourself from the England squad. Then you come back to the club and it's not ticking. Now, imagine if he didn't score this game. Like, they got Brentford next. Brentford, they don't concede a lot of goal. Well, they did on the weekend, but they're not. You know what I mean? They're a tough team, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. They're not. Are they away to Brentford as well?
I'm not sure.
Oh wait, no.
No, they're at home because Brentford beat them up already. They're at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
The first fixture, Brentford won at home 4-0. So United's got
That's
got a little
huge.
bit of revenge to they can't lose that game. They got to beat Brentford.
They need to win it, boy.
Yeah, Brentford dished them out a hefty 4-0 in that ugly green kit. Yeah, that United kit is ugly.
Oh, mate. Even do you remember that zebra kit they had?
Yeah. Oh, butters.
I know. Nothing like ours, eh? Let's just have
Nah.
a quick look at the Premier League table as well.
Yeah.
So as it stands, we're obviously sitting top on 72 points with Man City behind us on 64 points.
Yeah.
Newcastle now shift into third place on 50 points
Bruv.
above Man U, who are also on 50 points.
Yeah.
That was a massive, massive win for Newcastle today.
Big win. That's it. You know what? I think man are trying to play it down, but that is a big, big win. Like,
huge.
United have been sitting pretty in third place for like how long? Talking that, but the thing with Man United, why it's mad is because you think they were like how many points behind us talking about a title race.
Yeah, I know. At the moment they started catching us up, it's like, oh, you lot better watch out.
But it shows the levels that we're on. They're 22 points off us.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's actually true. 22.
22 points. That is crazy. Do you know how mad that is?
Mate.
That is crazy. That just shows the levels that Arsenal are playing at, but it also shows the level of decline in which United are dropping points at the minute.
Yeah, exactly. And is it the same amount of games? We've played two games more than them.
Yeah. So 6 points, bring them back within 16?
Yeah.
But still 16's a lot.
I know, that's 14.
And them 2 games in hand ain't guaranteed.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing with games in hand, you got to win them.
The
thing with games in hand, you got to win them, innit?
Exactly. Absolutely crucial.
Uh-huh.
And then behind them is Tottenham on 49 points and Brighton in 6th place, 43 points.
Oh, so we're kind of Brighton Tottenham have got 49 and Brighton. So that it's like it is basically Brighton, I would say, are out of the equation for top 4.
Oh, wait, listen, Doug. Brighton have only played 26 games. Tottenham's played 28.
Okay, so Brighton have got 2 games. Those 2 games in hand bring them up to them, man. All right, so Brighton are in it.
Yeah,
Brighton are in it, and Liverpool, I feel like the loss against Man City kind of knocked them out of the equation for top 4, I think.
Yeah, so they're sitting in 8th place on 42 points, and just above them is Brentford on 43 points. But Brentford's played 1 game more than Liverpool.
Okay. See, but the thing with Liverpool, which is dangerous, do they want to play Europa next season? That's the thing.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Chelsea was probably looking at it like, you know what, like blow the league. Let's just do what we've got to do and then maybe have a big season next season. But Liverpool, they might have to start thinking like that as well.
Yeah. But I mean, they've got some work to do as well, man. This season's just been a bit mad.
Yeah, they got that whole team needs an overhaul though. Like, you think they're losing, this season showed them that they've lost the legs. And I think what you'll find in the January transfer window, I reckon a lot of teams look at Arsenal and be like, you know what, even Man City have had to pull in a few youth players in. Do you get what I mean? A few younger players. You're just gonna go for youth. I think a lot of the older reliable players but they just ain't got the legs you know what I mean? Especially when you're playing Arsenals now and these teams, like even how City moved the ball around, it's tiring. Imagine you can see we break teams down, they get tired late on. That's why we've been able to score those goals late on in games, because the teams are just tired.
Yeah, literally. I guess having the older, more experienced players is good for the dressing room, but you do need that youthfulness that
you need it.
Get about the pitch and
because look at Martinelli, and you look at Saka. That's
the first player that comes to my head, by Martinelli.
Yeah, look at him. He's got a battery in his back. He runs. He's tireless. He runs. And that's what I think you got to give. You have to give Arteta his props, because he's almost took these guys to a next level of fitness. Because for 90 minutes they run. I don't feel like I've seen a game this season where I could look at them and be like, nah, they're tired.
I think there was one. I can't remember what game it was. It was just before the international break, but then at the same time, there was a bit of sickness going around.
Yeah.
And then, like, Ben White looked a little bit tired, Saka looked a little bit tired, but that was literally just the odd game. But other than that, they're just fit. They're just raring. They're energized. They're rejuvenated.
They're energized,
so,
definitely.
Yeah, I think everything they're doing, like their nutrition, their rest, everything they're doing is perhaps just playing a massive part because
Yeah.
They're
on form. They're on form.
100%. Even like with the way it makes sense what's required of them as well. Because remember, like last season, boy, it was like, geez, these players just ain't getting it. Like they're not understanding.
They never got it. Like last season, we didn't even see nothing about no inverted left back because Tini wasn't good enough to play. Like, do you get me? Like, so so Arteta basically is working with what he's got. And I think, you know what's mad? It shows you that the level of play, if he gets a better caliber of player, it's scary to think what the level of tactics or the level of how he wants to play football because he's only working with what he has. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like as soon as he got Zinchenko, he was able to tweak the team. As soon as Zinchenko come in, all of a sudden we've got this inverted left back position that we play now, where Zinchenko comes into the middle. These must have been things that Arteta already thought about.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's mad. I don't know. It's scary. But last season, like you say, yeah, they just was not getting it, man. The games that we lost, we were so bad in last season.
Oh no, it was heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. But while we're on that chapter, you know, them heartbreaking times, if we go back to the Premier League table, Southampton sitting in 23rd place. Sorry, in 20th place.
Yeah.
On 23 points. Above them is Leicester City on 25, Everton on 26. So that's the bottom three.
Yeah.
When you sort of go up, so where are Leeds? Leeds have dropped down to 17th place. So they were in 14th place. Now they're in 17th on 26 points.
Yeah.
And 13th place is Wolves on 28 points. Yeah. Like, so proper tight at the bottom of that table.
It's tight. Southampton looking like the likely ones to go down, though, sadly.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and you know what? Everton, Sean Dyche, he bounced back. He got the result against Arsenal, had them all eating out of his hand, and now he's gone back to making them look like Burnley. It's mad. Like, I don't know with Everton. I just think they might struggle to get out, I think.
Yeah. I'm thinking perhaps even Southampton, Leicester, maybe Leeds might be the three to go down.
Maybe Leeds. I'll be honest, Leeds. They didn't have is it Tyler Adams?
Yeah.
They did have Tyler Adams. They didn't have Gonotto. And another player was missing. And it showed. It showed. Like, yes, they got the goal, but for large parts of the game, we dominated them. We dominated the ball. They tried to press. We easily play out of the press now. Like, that's one thing I'm not shook of us having the ball at the back.
Yeah.
Like we used to be.
Yep.
Yes, I used to.
Until like Ramsdale does something and it's like,
yeah.
It's close.
Yeah. Like, Ramsdale. I tell you know how I feel about Ramsdale and Gabriel when they're on their BS. You get me?
I know when they're not having a good day.
Yeah. When they're on their foolishness, them two drive me mad. But when their back four's on point, like I don't feel anyone can press us. Like we are press resistant now. I think we know where everyone's gonna be, how to work it. And in our nervous moments, in every game, we're gonna have moments team players make mistakes. But what I do love is the fact that Arsenal have kind of found out how to kind of knock that out their system straight away. Like we'll have a little bit of a wobble, and then within 5 minutes, we're kind of back in steadying the ship, and then all of a sudden we get control of the ball again, and then we kind of fix up like you saw in the Leeds game. You get what I mean?
Yeah, which is so crucial, boy. Like, because before we would just lose our heads, and that's it. Game done.
Yeah.
Literally. Also, as well, I mean, Leeds, they've got that Somerville player.
Bad boy.
He was a bit of a problem. He seemed to be getting a lot of joy, over on our right-hand side.
Yeah.
I just feel like, obviously, with Saka, it's like, all right, if we can rest him, we should.
Yeah.
So when I saw the starting 11 yesterday and I saw, all right, Saka's not on there, I was like, do you know what? I'm happy he's being rested. He's just come back from international duty.
Yeah.
He's been playing, he's been scoring, assisting. Like, he deserves a break. But you do notice, like, when he's not there. I mean, don't get me wrong, Trossard is absolutely amazing. Absolutely love him. But it's just the way that Ben White and Saka just link up so well together. You know, like when you're playing with certain players on the pitch and you know what they're going to do before they do it. Like, you just connection. And I think he was missing that yesterday because I don't even think we were using that right flank too much.
But then it's like, you know, the regulars that watch the show and that watch it with us will know, like I always say this, Saka does the basics well. Like, he is doing, like, his decision making in making the right decision that when he needs to make it, if you was like looking and you'd think, oh, that's where it needs to go. And he finds a way to make it go where it needs to go and does what he needs to do. And he really takes in the instructions from Arteta really well. And Ben White just knows, if I make this run, Saka knows I'm making this run. And Saka knows that I need to be here to being able to play the ball to make sure it gets. He just links it up so well. So like Ben always is in the right. Like, it always looks like they just know each other's way they move and everything. And Trossard is a bit of a freer player. Like, he's not guaranteed to know what he's gonna do. So, but he always delivers in that sense, like he has. Whereas Saka, he's very regimental. He's drilled in. He knows what he needs to do. This is how it needs to be done, and I'm gonna make sure I do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Graham Robb here saying Somerville was a real handful yesterday, and Eros is also saying something similar. A lot of pace for sure.
Yeah, Somerville's a problem. I think. What is he like? Is he American? I'm not sure, but he's definitely a problem. That's definitely a good signing for them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100, definitely a good signing. And I think if Leeds go down, he's definitely staying in the Prem. I think the Prem team will go in for him. But I couldn't see him playing at Championship level.
Yeah, no, he's above that.
Yeah.
Ben White managed to get a goal yesterday as well.
Come on, the boy Benji. Benjamin White. Yeah, doing his thing, B. Big boy player.
Yeah, Jesus managed to get a brace as well.
Yeah,
he scored the pen and then managed to get another goal.
He was fuming to get brought off.
I know.
He was vexed. He was vexed.
Second goal. Like, all right, you're gonna take me off now?
Yeah. Looking at Arteta like, what you did? Hey, blood.
You should have done a Kepa. No, I'm not coming off.
Oh, could you imagine? Arteta will banish, man. You know, I think if anyone refused to come off and Arteta is trying to sub him, he'll be banished.
Mate, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Eros saying Ben White has been immense this season. I can't understand why he's not getting England call-ups. Like, yes, we don't mind him sitting at home, but I think him not getting the call-up actually like screams something's going on, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Like, he's the best right back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's the best right back. Obviously, I'm happy he ain't getting a call-up because it's less risk of him getting injured. But I don't know. I feel like something has gone on because don't forget, when he went on international duty to Qatar, he left early as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's more to it.
Because who did England play? Who did we play at right back? Did we play Trippier? Or who did we play this?
Did Liverpool's number 66?
Was it Trent?
I forgot his name completely.
Did Trent play? Oh, okay. Yeah, like obviously Trent's delivery, isn't it? Like,
it must have been Carl Walker.
Yes, it has. Yes, and you can't really complain Carl Walker at his levels, but
I
don't know. Like, if we're going, and he's obviously Carl Walker's in an informed team, but if I just, like I always say, just the simple fact of Saka's chemistry with Ben White, it's a no-brainer to play them both on that side. But I think Southgate will only keep doing what he's doing if it works. You know, they got the win against Ukraine and all of that. So the format of what he's doing is working. So, and Italy, they beat Italy, didn't they? So yeah, as long as they're winning, he's gonna run what he's running.
Exactly, ain't gonna change nothing.
No.
Sorry, I've just got some breaking news from Ashoke. The Chelsea women are winning 3-0 at the minute.
Who are they playing?
Let us know who they're playing.
I think they're playing Aston Villa.
It might be Villa. Oh, wait, sorry. If it's Villa, did you see, Ashley Mann Is that her name?
Lemon.
Layman,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. Did you see that goal that she scored in training?
The panel, yeah.
Absolute quality.
Yeah. She had to dig that one out because the pass was behind her. The pass was actually bad because there's no defenders. So I don't know how my girl passed it behind her, but she did. Yeah, that was a mad panel to get that out and top bins it. You get me?
Isn't it? Graham saying Villa, yep, playing Villa.
But you know what? She's actually a quality player, to be fair.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I actually follow her on Instagram.
Huh?
I follow her on Instagram.
I know we all do. I think that's something we can say we all do, you know?
I like the way you said that, Doug. She's very beautiful as well. I said she's very beautiful as well.
Good footballer. Good footballer still.
Exactly. Love her content.
Yeah. What did you say? Love her content?
Yeah. Oh, mate, you give me jokes, Doug.
Yeah.
Eros is saying, Charlene, you're making me eat my words about Rob Holding, by the way. What did you say about Rob Holding?
I think Eros was dissing him. If I can remember correctly, I think Eros wasn't really rating him. He wasn't really rating him when we spoke about him a few weeks back. Or was it a few weeks back? Oh, maybe like a little while back, maybe about a month ago. But I don't know. Like the big test for Rob Holding, he did what, like, he's proving people wrong because he's playing decent. He's coming in, done his thing. But the big test, Eros was saying he was dead food. Yeah, the big test for Rob Holding is when we play Liverpool.
Yeah,
that's the big test. That is the big test. If he can hold his own against Liverpool, then yeah, all right, cool. You know, like, we're gonna tilt that, take off my hat to him and respect it. But I don't know, man. This brother, you can never tell, man. It's pace when he comes up against pace.
Yeah, then it's he's calling you out, mate. He said me and Doug.
It was me and Russ. Me and Russ was both not really rating him. Like, I just think, like, right now, I just think he's got his time. He's done his thing. Like, yes, he's gonna slot in. He's gonna play games now. He's gonna, provided we win the league, get his Premiership medal and whatnot. But yeah, I think that would be a good way to bow out. Unless he's got another gear to go up, which I don't think he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I just don't think he's got another gear to go up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry. Just 1 second. I'm staying here. I'm just going to mute this one.
But yeah, like, we'll see. Like, I don't know. What do you reckon? How do you feel? Like, how is your Eros? How is your, like, opinion on him changed now? What do you think? Like, like, what you saying about him now? Would you mind him staying, or do you still feel like he's got to go in the summer?
See, do you know what? With me, yeah, I feel like I like having Holding there because he's sort of like that safe. I know he has sometimes got a bit of a mistake in him, but he's that sort of safety net. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is why I would keep Holding and wouldn't let him go, just to sort of have that cushion of safety.
Yeah.
Go on, Doug.
No, because I was gonna, but our problem, as Arsenal fans, we've got the Wenger in us. Wenger got us accustomed to not wanting to let players go.
Yeah.
We love players. Like, obviously, we're Arsenal. I don't know. Like, I can't speak for any other fans. I can only talk for myself, innit? And we are very loyal and we're very, like, Arsenal, once you're a gooner, always a gooner. That's our thing, innit? So, like, we don't just turn over players and have a player come go, players come go. We normally have it's like a family, innit? Yeah. So it's like that Holding is part of the thing, innit? Yeah. But as you can see, even like you look at, like, even Chambers at Villa yesterday getting the points at Chelsea, and what he posted on social media. Like, at some point, these players have to go out and start repping what you couldn't do for us while you was here. You need to rep it for us while you're gone, innit? So when you're playing against our rivals, you lot need to go and do your thing, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So Rob Holding might have to be a little mole guy and just go and represent us, but go and play for, like, I don't know, go Newcastle, because I could see him going. Like, I don't see him going to a bottom tier club. I reckon actually a good team, a top of the half team could come in for him. You never know. You could go Brentford, you could go, like, Brighton. Who knows? You could go somewhere and play good football, innit? So, but when you come up against the rivals, bro, you got to do something for us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Wasn't he linked with Newcastle?
Yeah, I think he was.
Well,
And I can see him going there. I could see Eddie Howe knowing that he's got the Arsenal DNA. He might not be a ball player like how some of like maybe say Saliba and Gabriel, but he's still got Arsenal DNA in him. He's been there a long time. Arsenal, Arsenal are known for their ball players, isn't it? So I could see Eddie Howe going for him, having him there, and he's tall. Like they, like up north, they love the tall, clear it if in doubt. Get, you know what I mean? Get out. They love all that. So I think you'd fit in all right up there.
Exactly. Caps doesn't seem to be too keen. He's also saying to take El Neni with him as well.
Yeah. I think El Neni's time done. Like I think they gave him the year extension, didn't they? And the thing is, he's not really contributed this season. That's the problem. I think if El Neni was fit and he was breaking news, Graham Potter is sacked. You're lying. If Brendan Rodgers goes, wait, I gotta see this. No, wait. Nah, it can't be. Where is he seeing this?
Today's not April Fool's,
All right, let me see.
Chelsea make Graham Potter sack decisions today.
Is it true?
I don't know. Nothing can come up. I think it is true. Chelsea were beaten again as pressure mounts once on Graham Potter. Graham Potter sacked, replacement shortlist. Is this right? Is this source good? Where did you get that from?
Oh yeah, breaking news.
Oh my god, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I was wondering when that day would come, not in a rude way, but it did seem like you could see in his
would like to thank Graham for all his efforts and contribution and wish him well for the future. Club statement announces. Yeah, that you know what? Tuchel winning at Bayern Munich, Tuchel winning 4-0 against Borussia Dortmund, and then Chelsea losing 2-0 to Villa was probably the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Big up to Eros saying, big up Doug and Charlene. Love your channel, by the way. Holding still needs to go, in my opinion, especially with Champions League coming up. He's doing well now, but he's overstayed his welcome. Hope he keeps up the good form. Thank you for your super chat as well, Eros.
Yes, come on.
But yeah, oh my God. Sorry, just going back to that breaking news.
Yeah. Listen, I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's gonna be interesting because who did they get in? Like now, Brendan Rodgers going on the same day. Potter, I could see Brendan Rodgers going to. I could see him going Chelsea.
And what Potter
Chelsea going for Pochettino? They could go for Pochettino. Like if Tottenham haven't offered Pochettino the job, Pochettino loves the Premier League. Why would he say no to the Chelsea job? Endless cash flow. Like look at the team you got there already and the players you've got there already. All of a sudden, that Chelsea fixture we got at home doesn't look so promising. You get what I'm saying? It don't look so. It's starting to look a little bit.
Time, ain't it?
Yeah. Because now all of a sudden, even like you look at Mykhailo Mudryk, who wasn't Graham Potter's signing and he played him and then brought him off and dragged him on. All of a sudden, a new manager comes in. Everyone's got a fresh chance, and all of a sudden, Chelsea are a mad team.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. But yeah, that was a big task for Potter boy.
Yeah, big task. He took that one. Listen, I don't blame him for taking the Chelsea job. I don't. But with a new man, like a new owner like that, doing what he's doing, buying all these players, it heaps so much pressure on the manager.
It does. A massive amount.
Yeah, and then they talk about giving him time. That's another thing. Like, as a manager, you look at that Chelsea job and you think it's a bit of a poison chalice. Do you want it? Like, you could go to that job, you could go there, but let's say you start having a bad run of games, like someone caps like corrected me in the comments about Mudryk, but they say you don't start. What do they like? Put it this way, yeah, Mudryk, not Mudryk. You sure? I swear it's Mudryk. Is you sure it's Mudryk?
It's Mudryk.
Yeah, it's Mudryk, isn't it? Yeah, so he's wrong.
Yeah, it's you. I
Hey,
love
Kat.
it. You know when someone's correcting you, but they're wrong.
Yeah. I thought I was right, but you know what? Like, you think, let's say you go there and you have a bad run of games like Potter did. You think you're gonna have the same amount of time Potter had?
Mm,
Do you get what I mean? Like, you're not gonna be even more patient with you when they're losing games.
exactly.
And this also shows the desperateness that they have to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Dougie was right on Bussy jokes. Come on, cats. You know what I'm saying? That this shows that a lot of what they've got going on is like hinged on Champions League progression and going far in that, because that's the only way it guarantees them Champions League football next season.
Mm. So many managers just getting sacked.
Oh no.
This is crazy.
This week, man.
Eros is saying Chelsea should have stuck with Tuchel. Be careful what you wish for. And I agree with Eros on this one because I think that's mad. How do you sack Tuchel and then go to Graham Potter?
Yeah.
No respect to Potter. Like, I think he's a great, fantastic manager, but the levels are completely different.
Yeah. And I didn't even think Graham. I don't know. I didn't think Graham was that sick, to be honest. Like, everyone was saying Graham Potter great, but it's Brighton. No, there's no disrespect to Brighton, yeah. But even you look at the manager that's come in, who was Shakhtar's ex-manager, coming in and what he does, great manager. He's got Brighton playing football, like doing whatever. Like, I just think, like, at that level, getting those lesser clubs to play football when you're not really playing for anything other than pride, isn't it? Like, you come out every week, you want to play well, put points on the board, your objectives are different, innit? Like, you can fire up a team differently, like when you're like that. But I just feel like Graham Potter's never had real pressure. Maybe little pressures from other clubs. Like, if you're having a bad run of games and form and the club's looking to sack you, that's the same pressure. But I think the elite level, the top half, like the top of the game, you're talking your Arsenals, your Man United, your Chelseas, your Liverpools, your Bayern Munich's, Barcelona's, all them big clubs require those big managers. Like, and it's a different type of pressure.
That's what I'm saying, because with Brighton, that's just safety. Do you know what I mean? Just do the basics well. You know, they produce good players. We've got a couple of them.
Yeah.
You know, they sort of float around mid-table. They ain't dealing with no big caliber players. When you do a comparison to Chelsea and like the big caliber players in comparison to Brighton, like, not only are you having to get big results on the pitch and whatever consistently, but you're also having to deal with those egos in the changing room. Like, as much as you may have good management skills, but it's a whole different ball game. So yeah, it's a bit of a bad one.
Different. The pressure's different. Like, you got an owner that's spending millions. Like, you look at that team, he spent over 500 million in the January transfer window, or whatever he spent over whatever period of time he spent. Like, and you look at what you've got, and you think, I've got to think how to make this team perform. I've never Graham Potter in his life has had to manage that level of superstardom, like, in his life. Never. At Brighton, who did they like? They had players at Brighton, but he never had no like real out and out superstars that are like cocky. Like, when you're dealing with elite players, yeah, it's a different level, isn't it?
Completely different.
You got João Felix, superstar, comes in there, Portuguese wonder kid, like played at Atletico Madrid. Where was he before? Was he at Sporting or wherever he was before? Or where was he before? Was he Benfica? Was he Benfica? I can't think, but wherever he was playing before, big boy wonder kid, superstar, yeah, comes into the team on loan. You got that Mikhailo Mudryk, meant to be this next big thing, pay 100 million for him. You know what I'm saying? You got Kai Havertz, you got Mason Mount, England's wonder kid as well, who's like now becoming a man, like, who needs to go to the next level. You got Conte, you got that other brother in the middle. What's his name? That midfielder, like, he was playing CDM when Potter come in, bad boy player, yeah. Then you got all that you got Reece James, you got all that, bruv, you got Thiago Silva, you got Benjamin Mendy and Aspirilleta, yeah. No, not Aspirilleta. What's Abizagalaga? You know,
Arisa Balaga, that's
you
the
got-
goalkeeper.
you got Benjamin,
Aspilicueta.
you got Mendy, and you got Balenciaga as goalkeepers. Yeah. so you,
Gave up.
yeah, I gave up, but we're gonna call him Balenciaga. So you got Balenciaga and you got Mendy, yeah. Then on top of it, you got Thiago Silva, Zuma went West Ham. You got Kondogbia. Is it Kondogbia or Koulibaly? That's it. You got Koulibaly at the back.
No, you are remixing this. Who it is?
Hey, do you know how mad that team is? Like you got like if you like listen. If you don't know how to manage superstars, yeah, you've got every one of those players, and you got Jorginho, Kovacic, all these men in the middle, like these brothers, they're all gonna think they're wavy, like
100%.
they're all gonna think they're wavy. Aubameyang, like thinks he's pulling up in a gold like Lamborghini. You never had this shit before in your life. This brother's just pulling up, clap to the side like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shred.
Actually look like over there.
Yeah. So you got Uber. Like this is the thing. Like like Graham Potter must have had a stakeout. When we actually really break it down, the realness of this shit, yeah. Graham Potter must have been having a stakeout when he went to that training ground with all these players. Then he has to then pretend that he's in control.
Literally.
You get what I'm saying? That he has to then pretend like he knows what he's doing and he's in control of the situation. He's never had to manage players like this in his life.
That's what I'm saying, boy.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. No, but it's true. He's never. So it was always inevitable that this was going to be the thing. Brendan, I think if you get someone like Brendan or Pochettino, the thing with Pochettino, why I think Pochettino is a good one, is because he managed PSG.
Yeah.
So he dealt with Neymar, Mbappe. I don't think they had Messi at the time. He might have dealt with Messi. I'm not sure, but like that's a hard team to manage, isn't it? Like that's a lot of.
I think that'll probably be the more likely manager to go in out of him and Rodgers. I think more likely be Poch.
But yeah, it would be the better option, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Even that Nengelsmann, that one that just got sacked from Bayern Munich. Good manager, meant to be a good up-and-coming manager. That's why Bayern Munich went for him and took him from, I think he was at Leipzig, innit? They took him from Leipzig, meant to be a really good manager. He could come in and maybe do a thing with the team. In terms of the style of play, he'll definitely change their style of play. Pochettino would definitely change. I think even Brendan would change their style of play. I think Chelsea would be very, under Brendan, they'll be very attacking. They would be very, they'll break on you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because he'll have the players to play the way he likes to play, like how he played with Liverpool. Couldn't really do it with Leicester. They didn't really have the team, but he could definitely do it with this team. Do you get what I'm saying?
And I suppose something had to give. I mean, they're sitting in 11th place at the minute on 38 points.
38 points, and they're just about safe. I would say 38 points has you safe right now.
Yeah, like it's so thin. Because, I mean, the bottom is 23 points.
There, because I saw something that was basically saying to be mathematically safe or to be safe this season, you technically need around 40 points.
So they're sort of wearing a bit thin, ain't they?
Yeah, so they got like basically they win a game, they get a couple draws, they're kind of safe, innit? With nine games.
Fulham's above them on 39 points.
Yeah. Fulham have had an all right season. Fulham have actually gone about their business real calmly and under the radar. They won the games they needed to win. They've done their thing. Like they didn't obviously they didn't really scalp anybody like any of the big clubs, but they beat everyone around them, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah. Evos is just confirming literally when we were talking about it, they announced it.
Yeah.
Poch is a yes man and would fit in well working under Bowley.
Yeah. But listen, I think someone like Poch, even Brendan Rodgers, if you're spending the money and you're throwing them players at it, they'll be like, yeah, we'll have it. Because they understand the meaning of having the talent on the bench. Like, I don't think Graham understands that just yet because he was at Brighton, he was working with what he's got, and he got the best out of what he had. Like, these men understand that I need a killer to come off the bench and murder it when I need him to come on in the 60-something minute. And that's what those players, those managers will get the better out of that squad.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I mean?
100%. And Fabrizio Romano has put it up on Instagram saying, breaking news, Potter fired. Graham Potter has been sacked by Chelsea as club statement confirms the decision made after pressure growing. As reported yesterday night, Chelsea would like to thank Potter for all his efforts and contribution and wish him well for the future. Yeah, it's over for the coach.
Yeah.
Bruno Salta will be officially interim head coach, and they've got their eyes on Julian Nagelsmann, one of the names in the list and really appreciated by Chelsea, as revealed yesterday.
See,
Wow, Zerks.
yeah. See, they thought, you know what, we need to go for. Potter was never going to be the glamorous choice, in it. Like Potter, we all question Potter guy in Chelsea. He's not a Chelsea type manager.
That's what I'm saying.
Chelsea type managers are foreign. Yeah, they're foreign managers that have got a little bit of name about themselves. I've got a little bit of spark about them. They come in, they win something for Chelsea. They don't get, then after a while, they replace them and recycle and go again. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, mad.
Mm-hmm.
Right, who is disrespecting our manager? Sack Arteta and get Potter. Who is this Peter Kip?
Yeah, Peter Kip.
You
Peter
are
Kip.
having an absolute laugh. You better put some respect on our manager's name.
Nah, Peter Kip's going mad. He's going mad.
I bet he's a Spurs fan. Oi, what team do you support?
Yeah, Peter Kip most probably supports Man United. That's the Man United kind of thing they would say. Chelsea hired the wrong Potter. Should have hired Potter paper. Hey, gangster, yeah. Hey, VJ85, yeah. Trust me, should have hired Potter paper, bruv. Or they should have brought him in for like part of the coaching stuff.
Yeah, literally. Rude boy saying give us Arteta, mate. Arteta ain't going nowhere.
But you know what? It's mad how, like, even rude boy Chelsea fans saying that, yeah, how these men were dissing. Like last season, everyone wanted that Arteta right. Started last season when he lost 2 or 3 on the bounce. No one saw the vision, and I think only a few Arsenal fans out there was willing to give him the time and understood that.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I was one of them. I can't lie. I really was more like, because you know what? The reason what made me think about the whole Arteta thing, why I was willing to keep him, is because there was a lot of hype around him. Not even so much with the fans and that, but in the football, in the football industry, like within that other managers, the other coaches, within players, they would always talk about, right, this guy's a future manager. This guy's got what it takes, and you don't really hear them chatting about anyone else like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what made me think, okay, like, there must be something. He was Pep's second man. Like, look how sad Pep was when he left. Do you get what I'm saying? 100%. And only now Pep's giving him his flowers, saying, you know what? No, Arteta is his own beast and his own monster. But Pep knew what was going to happen at Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? With Arteta leaving. And, that's maybe he maybe felt a bit sorry for him, sold him Zinchenko and Jesus at the start of the season, thinking, here, bro, here's a little one-up for you. Hopefully this will do you well. He never thought man would have done that and challenged him for the Premier League. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, like City will never do that again, but or they might have a little shots together and come up with a plan that we give them one of our players. Who knows? We might end up giving City somebody, I don't know, but
over a game of cards,
over a game of blackjack or something, then man. And you know what? Someone I don't know who, like I don't know, Smith Rowe ends up going like City or something.
No, man. What, for Foden or something? Nah, man. Smith
Rowe. No, for Foden. Like, we sell him to City for like 35 mil or something like that, 40 mil.
No,
you know what? Have you noticed Foden? Smith Rowe's had a growth sprout.
What, has he grown taller?
Yeah, he's growing taller. I didn't notice it. I saw it on Twitter, and it was someone that highlighted it on Twitter that Gabriel is 6'2", innit?
Yeah.
And Foden was literally like up to Gabriel, like the side of Gabriel's head.
Wait, are you talking about ESR or Foden?
Oh, not Foden. I'm talking about ESR. Yeah, Smith Rowe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, you know what? That's mad. If he's had a growth spurt and he gets, that's some. Listen, anyway, we'll leave my brother alone. You get me? Yeah, I just hope he comes into form. I just hope he comes into form because I got a little soft spot for Amelia.
Yeah, man, I love ESR. He will come back into form, man. It's just such a shame, like him being hit with these injuries. It obviously knocks his confidence. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. The
he'll be
injury.
back.
Hope he's not a Jack Wilshere. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, he'll be back. He'll be back stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Keep pushing on. VJ saying off topic, but apparently Ben White going out with Spice, famous for the song "Some Me Like It." Apparently, she's been giving him steamed fish to enhance his performance.
Is that true?
Who's
Spice?
Spice?
What the ragga artist? Spice. I know who Spice is.
Don't play the song now, though.
Listen,
I know.
It would not surprise me.
She in her mood.
Huh?
I know Ice Spice. Like, damn, she in her mood. I know that one.
You know what? I do not actually know any Ice Spice songs. I know who Ice Spice is, obviously. Look at Afro and all of that, but I do not actually know any of her songs. I know something like something she a mantra, he a mantra, yeah. Something.
Oh, that's Ice Spice.
Yeah. Are you singing Spice?
Yeah, I'm singing Ice Spice.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ice Spice. I know her songs. Spice. I feel like Spice is like a dancehall artist.
Yeah, guys. I've got someone. So I've got a shocker who's going to actually join us on the stream.
Yeah.
Let me just add him in. Welcome, Ashoke, Chelsea fan. Do you want to give us your reaction to that breaking news? Graham Potter leaving.
Yeah, to me, it was the right decision because if you look at the table, we're in the bottom half, not even the top half of the table. And in that game yesterday, we had 27 shots and no goals against Aston Villa. And I was so disappointed. Like, we don't know what his style of play is. We don't know what his tactician is. We just don't know. I just don't know anything. So to me, it was the right decision. For me, I feel like Todd Bowley got this one right, but Saki Thomas Tuchel was the wrong decision because I watched the Classica yesterday and he beat Dortmund 4-2. And that's what I'm saying to myself. You see, if I don't think that Thomas Tuchel will be as bad as Graham Potter. So, yeah, give me a moment, guys. Someone's calling me.
No worries.
Hey, straight in and out. Hey, Ashoke.
I had to say I'm signing out, homie.
Hey, you look. Hey, one sec. Hey, but listen, yeah, like Ashoke is saying, like I hear it, but this shows you, right, that a man like this is why it's scary times for Chelsea. Having an owner like Bowley is because he is too reactive. Like, yes, they've given him time, but if you was gonna give him all this time, yeah, just give him all the time. Just let him finish the season.
Literally, exactly.
Like what? Sacking him out 9 games out to prove a point. You get Ingelsman in now. He's now got 9 games, and really they're sacking him really for Champions League. Like, if you get like whatever you've done, that you had to make these signings and do these deals, and everything hinges on your Champions League performances. Yeah, shows that you've done whatever mad, innit? Like, you know what I mean? You've done whatever you've done, and it's crazy, innit? So, like, I just think that like Chelsea are just in a mad position. Like, it's crazy. Can either, like I said before, can either go one way or the other. It can either like blow up for them, or it can absolutely fall off for them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry, I've just taken Ashoke out because it looks like he's just setting up his space. I'll just wait, give him a bit of privacy, and then I'll add him back in.
Yeah.
Ready. Yeah, it's absolutely mad. I mean, in a situation like this, Tuchel would Tuchel be the man to bring back?
yeah. Like, but Tuchel's gone now. Like, you got to get over that. Like Chelsea now, they were, when they were spending all the money, man, they were like, I'll be bucking Chelsea fans. They're like, you know what, fam, it's just crazy out here, fam. Yeah, man, we just, it's just a light. Yeah, João Felix, just it's a light, innit? You got me? Like, bear all of this. Now I see them, they're all stressed. The man are stressed. Like, Ashoke is stressed. I know he's stressed. Look, stressed. See, look, that's a stressed out man right there. Like 2-0 against Villa. You know what I'm saying?
As we've been seeing from his reactions on Instagram as well.
Yeah, that's it. I've seen the reactions. It's mad. Like, I just think, I don't know, Ashoke, you say you can tell, like, give us your opinion, but as a Chelsea fan, like, yes, you're happy that Potter got sacked, but do you feel confident about your team and your squad and what's going on right now?
Well, the squad didn't believe in Potter, so there you go. But I feel like we got quality squad, but some of them are just not doing consistently, and that's why we're not like doing what we did last season, because I want my players to do well every single game. I'm not saying win the game, but try and do this consistently. That's how you challenge for the title. I mean, look at Arsenal. Every game I watched and they play better football. Xhaka scores every single game. Saka does as well. So that's the difference between Arsenal's players and our players. We got a better score, but as a team, we just don't do anything. We just don't score enough goals. We concede silly goals, and that's why, for me, that Chelsea are in 11th place because of the squad, the manager, and everything. So to me, as a Chelsea fan, I'm happy, but the problem is that who is going to come in? Like I heard Pochettino, and you guys were talking about Brendan Rodgers, Leicester City being sacked. So if people asking me who do you want, I'll say I'll bring in Jules Nagelsmann because he only lost 2 games this season under Bayern Munich and he's won things. But I'll be happy for him, but I'll always ask myself, can he take Chelsea to the next level? Because I said this for Tuchel, I said this for Lampard, I said every single manager, and they haven't done it. So to me, I want these managers to prove me wrong. And if they do, then we find the right manager. But if Jules Nagelsmann do just the same thing as Potter, then this club is just in a complete mess. And for me, I'm happy, but I'm also depressing because we got really tough games coming up.
Yeah.
The Real Madrid, the Arsenal, the Brentford. We got really tough games in April and in May. So I really hope that from now that the new manager will make Chelsea better and score enough goals. And then I'll be happy. But if not, then it's back to reality.
What do you think's been like the biggest problem at Chelsea? As to why, what's that you're eating?
Man, Chancellor, man, I see you, B, man. Shaka Chancellor, please did it in smooth blood. Hey, hey, Chancellor, what are you eating, Shaka?
Just some rice and some beans.
Yeah. Say no more, my brother. Say no more.
I thought it was a chip or something. Sorry. What do you think's been the biggest problem? Is it the setup that Potter's been playing? Has it just been perhaps not, winning over the dressing room? Has it been a number of things? What do you think's been the main issue with Potter being in charge?
For me, it's everything. I mean, it's the players, the manager, and the reason why that for me Graham Potter has been sad is because sometimes keep on changing the same players. Like he doesn't put the exact same players into lineup, and he always puts players in the one position. For example, yesterday he put Weekend as right centre back instead of a right wing back. He put N'Golo Kante as a right winger. He put Pulisic as a left wing back. And I think to myself, no, hold on a minute, that's not right. That is not. And that's why, for me, I was so frustrated yesterday when I saw the lineup, man. I saw his substitutions, bringing on players instead of, trying to let Chelsea score. He always brings players that defend whenever we go 1-0, 2-0 down. And that's why we always concede goals like we did against Everton before the international break. So it's everything for me. I feel like the players are good defensively, but going forward, we are poor. And that has been the same thing on the Lampard, on the Tuchel, everything. So hopefully the new manager can change that. Hopefully he can make Chelsea's defense better, the midfield better, and our striker better because Kai Havertz is our goal scorer and he scored 8 goals, which is not great. And plus, he's not a striker, he's a number 10. So to me, I hope next season Todd Boehly gets rid of the players like Arsenal did, signing a world-class striker who can score goals in every single game. And then every problem will be solved. But if we don't do that this summer, then I feel like next season is going to be either worse or the same thing as this season. So yes, everything has gone wrong. And that's why for me, he deserves to go.
You've still got Lukaku who's due to come back as well. I mean,
Kunku. These men,
you've got Aubameyang, you've got so many.
Well, I've heard that Aubameyang is going, so and yes, Lukaku is coming back, but I doubt that because last season, you know, he wasn't that great, but I don't blame him because we haven't got players that will feed the ball to him. Like when you feed the ball to strikers, they will at least one in the penalty box and try to score. So hopefully, since we signed Enzo Fernandez, I hope and pray that him, maybe N'Golo Kante, will feed the ball to Lukaku and then he will score goals. And maybe I'll apologize to Lukaku, but if he still don't make those ones, if he still gets less choice and all that stuff, then I don't know why he's back for Chelsea.
But the thing with Chelsea and I think with Lukaku is that when they got him back, they never really played to his strengths. Like they never really, like he didn't score the goals, but apart from I think when they played us, like and he got him behind with you know, my guy that went to the Italian league, they were able to exploit that. Like you got to play to his strengths. I think the new manager, whoever takes the job, is going to look at Lukaku coming back. They got Nkunku coming. They got Aubameyang. Aubameyang's not gone yet. Barcelona want him back, but now because Barcelona are looking at ways they can bring back Messi, it's not a guaranteed that Aubameyang will go there. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, I just think, yeah, like the new manager's going to look at that squad and look at what he's got. He might tinker with it. He has to find his best team. Do you get me? But I think the problem that you have with like I'll say Chelsea need a plug above a plug clock. Yeah, they do. But you know the thing I think you have with Graham Potter, which is the problem when you pick managers from middle ground teams and you try to play them in elite clubs. Yeah, like Potter coming from Brighton. Brighton they set up their team for who they're playing. Do you get what I'm saying? So. Like, you know, if you know you got Man United coming, or you know you got Arsenal coming, or you know you got Nottingham Forest or whatever, you will set up your team according to how they play and what's going on. Whereas Arsenal, you look at the big clubs, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, they try to find their DNA and how they're going to play, and it's for the other team to adapt to what we're bringing because this is how we play. We might tweak it, but this is how we play. And I think Potter still was thinking like a small team manager where he's doing all these changes and thinking, well, if I put Pulisic out on left wing back, he can nullify this. But if we get the ball in transition, he will then excel at this and that. Instead of just thinking, you know what, I'm going to play 4-3-3 like the Chelsea way, have a two-man pivot with like a Kai Havertz or a Pulisic in the middle, get your two wingers and get your striker and just play football. Let's just keep playing this. And then we'll do like for like swaps till we understand what's going on. He just tried to complicate the whole thing to make himself look like he's actually important or he's actually knows what he's doing, and actually just didn't work. You get me?
It's crazy because I mean, if you're not getting results and like you're sitting, you know, in the second half of the table, why are you pulling players out of position and you know trying to make someone else there? It's an absolute madness.
It's crazy because you'd think with that squad, you'd think if you're having a run of games where you're losing, you just simplify the whole thing. Even go to 4-4-2 if you have to. Go back to basics. Go back to two in the middle, bank of four, two wingers, two strikers, or have your like your false nine in front of a main striker behind a main striker, and you just think whatever's happening today, we're not losing. But until I find out what you lot are about, this is how we're playing, innit? Like you just simplify the whole thing, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Literally.
Yeah, like he's just all over the place.
Question here from 40R, 3BR. Charlene asked him who he is going to be the next manager and favours. So who do you think will be the next manager and who do you sort of favour to be the manager as well? Okay.
Hopefully he's Jules Nagelsmann because like Todd Bowley has favoured him and he's on the short list. Hopefully it's Jules Nagelsmann. If it's Luis Enrique, I don't mind. But hopefully it's Jules Nagelsmann. I don't. Let's just hope. Like Pochettino is all right, but I'm not sure about him. Brendan Rodgers, no. All right, but don't know about him. So hopefully it's Jules Nagelsmann.
We got Patrick Vieira as well, who's out of work.
Yeah, you know what? I was just about to say Vieira, good manager, man. I'll take Vieira. I'll take Vieira. Like, listen, good manager. He's elite. He would walk into that changing room, and the players would have to respect him.
Right.
They would have to. He's won it all. He's won the Premier League. He's won the He's won the Premier League. He's won a World Cup ticket. Like he knows what it takes to win. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you know, he's big in the game. I'll take him. Like the same Vieira guy in Leeds, possibly. I think that would be a good move for Vieira, like as well, to go Leeds. But you don't want to get relegated. That's the thing. You don't want to get relegated. Go to a club that's looking like they could get relegated, drop down to the Championship, and have to fight your way back up again. It's just low.
A lot. Tyrell Gunner saying Vieira to Chelsea. No way. You better know
that's pagan, isn't it? That's like going to the
hopefully it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
That's what I've got to say.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
Let's see Vieira down Leicester.
Oh yeah, I can see that one.
Could be a little manager merry-go-round for the last half of the season.
This is an absolute madness. I mean, Leicester or Leeds?
You go Leicester. I mean, you go Leicester, wouldn't you? But Leicester's not spending money. This is the thing. Leicester's not actually investing in the squad. Them and they're trying to feed off scraps and getting loan deals. I don't even think they got in a loan deal. I don't even think in January they bought a player in.
They didn't.
And in the summer they didn't.
No.
But I honestly...
one person. I can't even remember. Where's our Leicester City fan?
Yeah, Rennie B will be able to clear this up. But I'm pretty sure at the start of the season, the son that now taking over the club is like, what was it? I see something. I'm not getting homesick, but obviously his dad's not there, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And there was something to do with like, so he could possibly be trying to sell the club or get out of this thing, because if your heart's not in it, you're not spending the money, and coming into work every day seems like a madness because obviously your dad's not there, and it's a reminder of that. There's come to the point where you're gonna fall out of love with it, and maybe Leicester are at that point where the dream's done. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? His dad died in the car park. Like, it's mad. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, imagine driving past every day or coming to the club to see, and just on a Saturday when there's games, just to have the reminder that this is what happened here, innit? Do you get me? So maybe, like, you don't want to put no more bread in there. Do you get me?
Yeah. So Graham's just confirming that Rennie B left earlier.
Oh, okay.
Graham. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah, and it seemed like they did sort of, you know, lose a bit of faith in the club.
Yeah. No,
I think from when Schmeichel left, it was just like, all right, like, that's sort of when my eyes opened. Like,
yeah. Like when Schmeichel left and they were playing Wood in goal. Remember, I was slagging off Wood for like how long? Wood was doing star jumps and that, like when they were trying to save the ball, and that Wood was doing mad stuff. Yeah, like that was another big thing. And then they never brought no one else in, and you just think, like, yeah, even maybe Schmeichel saw something or heard something way before.
From early on,
I thought, because even him going Nice, it's just a weird deal. Like, I didn't get it. Like, do you know what I mean? He could have gone to any like other Premier League club. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy, mate. It is. Wait, that's 2 seconds in one day. Well, one mutual consent and one sack.
One mutual, one sacking, and I feel like there's going to be a little more going on before the season's out. Someone's losing their job before the season's out.
This season is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Southampton manager or one of them. I don't know.
Yeah. Another question for you, okay. Obviously, you see how well Arsenal's doing. We've got Mikel Arteta. Despite his bad times, you know, we've all stuck by him, the club, everything. Do you think that Chelsea need that sort of consistency, a manager that they can have trust and belief in, give the manager time to really implement something, stamp his authority and get you guys in a position similar to what Arsenal's doing?
Well, yes, because it's not the first time that we've seen Chelsea's howling and firing managers, and some of them I really got confused. So, yeah, in order for Chelsea to be like Arsenal, first of all, we need a manager who can come to first of the season and then perhaps win a trophy like Mikel Arteta did during the pandemic. You guys won the FA Cup. Even though you finished 8th, you've won the FA Cup, and then
the Community Shield as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So
just so you know.
It was too.
Yeah. Just to clear that up. You get me if you'd forgotten.
Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully you're right, because we haven't had a manager that's managed Chelsea for like more than 2 years, which is strange because you look what Pep Guardiola is doing. The same thing for Klopp. The same thing for Yeah, Alex Ferguson. We haven't had managers had that for the longest. So to me, if Jules Robinson come in, first of all, he needs to make Chelsea in a much better form. If he wins the Champions League like Thomas Tuchel did, then hopefully he'll get more time. And let's hope he doesn't get sacked. And the only way for him to do that is to not be, is just to not lose, like don't have a bad preseason, and then because like I said before, if you have a bad preseason, then your team will struggle. But if you have a good one, then your team will do what the fans expect you to do. So this season, my expectation was low because we had a really bad preseason. But if Jules Oikeson can come in, have a better preseason, then my expectation will be high. And hopefully it will remain like that because, if it keeps on going down and down and down, I'm worried. But hopefully he will not do like Graham Potter does. So I wish Graham Potter in the future, and hopefully Jules Oikeson can impress me and all the Chelsea fans out there. So, yeah.
Yeah. Difficult times.
I think it's a hard time for man. Like Chelsea's looking like the jailhouse right now. Like it's looking like going Belmarsh. Like you feel like you signed for Chelsea, you're going HMP, bro. Like man's putting man on these 8-year fucking contracts. Like,
I know.
they're sitting man down. Like you know what's mad? Like even like you look at, I always bring up Mikhailo or Mudryk, but you think like he's having a madness at the minute, and you think. You feel like you can't even maybe say I'll sit down a season 2 and then try and nick a move. They've got you for another 6 years.
Mental.
It's mental.
I know.
Chelsea don't even have to negotiate contracts or negotiate wages with these players that are on these big contracts, because you think if I've got him on 40 grand, 50 grand for 6 years, 8 years, 9 years, like 8 years, sorry, like I'm going mad with the 9, but let's say you got man on 6, 7, 8 year contracts, yeah. Why would you want to renew? Like, you just be like, I ain't renewing. You could really sit man down for like 6 years before you even give him a pay rise. Do you get? No matter how well he's playing, because you're not obliged to sell him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like deals and like working out contracts and new deals come off on the back of them having a year left, 2 years left, and you want to negotiate a new deal, and because they've been playing well, you give them a pay rise. Like if you don't want them to leave the club, then you just give them something which you think is worth the extension. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these players they've signed and they don't necessarily. Chelsea be like, well, we can just keep you. You know
exactly. You're here.
I think that's the problem as well, because you think if you're a big player and you're not getting in the team, also you think if you're on a big contract, you're earning mad money, like, and you've never really had this kind of money. Now you're earning mad money. You know you've got it 30 for 8 years. You could almost feel like you've made it. Like, what am I keeping on for, bro? I'm living in London. I'm living in London. Like, I'm doing up Knightsbridge. You're gonna see me at Harrods every week. Like, I'm doing up life. Do you get what I'm flying out? I'm doing my thing. Like, what is there? It's kind of like, where is there any hunger? Like, some players could just sit there and get a hefty check and not have to think about football. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Complacent.
Very complacent. Yeah, that's it. The word. It's a tough one, because, and then on top of that, if you then go and sign more players, what does it say to the players that are already there? That Chelsea, I feel part of their problem they're having now is that they're bringing in these players that you think, all right, you've got like 3-4 players for every position. So like you're going to struggle to find who your best players are and what your best team is, and then also if you do have your best team, you've got 3 guys sitting down in that position that know they're not going to play.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, unless Champions League in the cups, no one wants to go to a team just to play Carling Cup or FA Cup. Do you get what I mean? Like, they're going to want to play in the big games at the highest level. So they're going to have that problem as well. The changing room, like the whole atmosphere at the club is going to be very disjointed. And I think a manager will struggle to get that going unless they can get in unity with Tom Bowley and be like, listen, stop signing players. Let's work with what we got. Let's do this, and have the balls to kind of like stick up for themselves. Where I don't think Graham Potter did. Like, all these players that were getting bought. What do you think, Oshoke? Do you feel like them players getting bought were Graham Potter's signings, or do you think the owner just went out and bought them?
For me, it's Tom Bowley, because I don't think that Graham Potter wanted these players, like, for example, I also wanted to sign Mudryk, but then we did. So I don't think Graham Potter wanted Mudryk, but Tom Bowley signed him. So I feel like these are Tom Bowley signings, because to me, let's say if Graham Potter didn't want Mudryk, then Mudryk, David Fofana, João Felix, and all that stuff, then that was his signings. But I feel like it was Todd Boehly, because all I know is that he looked at these players, he says, okay, let me buy them and let's see how they do. But it looks like they haven't done pretty much well, the likes of Mudryk. But to me, people have been telling me that Mudryk is a flop. But listen, look what Erik ten Hag did for Man United. He got the best out of Rashford, Anthony, Christensen, all of that stuff. Casemiro. So to me, if we bring in a manager that can get the best out of Kai Havertz, Mudryk, maybe João Felix, all of these players like Thomas Tuchel did in his first season, then you'll see that it won't be a flop. So for me, Mudryk isn't having that great time at Chelsea, but I'll still give him time because I still think he can be that player. The thing is that Graham Potter didn't get the best out of him, and he's not playing in his right position, which is a left winger. But like you said, Doug, use that 4-4-2 because he can also play as a left midfielder, like he did for Shakhtar Donetsk in that position. So yeah, so let's hope Jules Nagelsmann gets the best out of these players, brings the right lineup, put the players in the right position, and we'll see what happens. But for me, to answer your question, Charlene, it has to be Todd Boehly signings to me.
Yeah.
Since he spent like almost £600 million.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You guys need a complete overhaul. You just need to sort of, have a bit of a tidy up, with the players. Because like Doug is saying, you've got so many players just for one position. Well, in Graham Potter's case, in the wrong position.
Yeah.
Playing up as a striker.
Yeah.
But it seems like you guys just need to have an overhaul and just tidy things up a bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like that comment saying, like 8-year contract is madness. So that's why I said it's Todd Boehly, not Graham Potter, because I don't think Graham Potter will give these lot like more than 5 years on their contract. That would just be mad. So that is all on Todd Boehly for me.
Yeah, well, next season they're changing it up. Like I heard that because of what Tom Boehly did this year, the max you can give a player is 5 years, I think. So that will get changed. But I just think, like even with the Mudryk thing, I know we mentioned Mudryk a lot, and everyone knows he plays a close place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I was upset when we didn't get him. You get me? But I do think you just got to give him time. Like I think, and he's got to warm. See, the thing is, players have got to love where they're at, innit? And I think he's gonna have to take time to warm to the fact that he is at Chelsea now. He, like it's almost like like an arranged marriage. Like you had your heart set on your love, like you know what I mean, the love of your life, and it's at arm's reach, and then all of a sudden the little villain comes and takes you away and wishes you up into this castle and puts you in this dungeon. And I think unless Mudryk can get to a point where he actually falls in love with being a Chelsea player and actually it like comes to that realization that this is it, and I reckon he will become good like under the right manager, put the arm around him, but. Yeah, until that happens, but the potential's there. Do you get me? I think.
Yeah. I even saw it on his Instagram saying that he wants to prove the haters wrong because people are hating on him, and by that reaction, I want him to prove every single one of people wrong. So that's the kind of spirit I want. So that's why I'll give him time.
Yeah, you know what? It's easy said than done. I want to prove everyone wrong. I want to prove all my teachers wrong. That said Dougie would have been a fair. That guy said Dougie. Yeah. Look at me now. Look at me. Yeah, no. But I don't know. Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea's a mad thing. Like Chelsea is mad, and I can't lie. I don't feel sorry for you, man. Like, I don't. So, listen. I don't know, man. Listen, you spend 600 million. Yeah. 600 million on all these players. You're snapping up all the young talent. You're snapping up and I see the vision, like especially with the young ones. You see it. You're looking, but it's like it is very reactionary. Like I don't feel like there is a plan, and there most probably is a plan in place on what they want to do. But you spent a lot of money. You've done your thing. Like man can't now because they're struggling feel sorry for them, and they're sacking managers and be like, "Oh, poor Chelsea." Yeah, this is the game, innit? Like you know what I mean. If you're struggling and we're not, that's better for us, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And it is a dog eat dog's world right now. Like so, I just think hopefully they get it together. But at the same time, I hope they don't.
Yeah, that's what rivals will say. But for Chelsea, we want something different. But yeah, since you guys are also fans, I'll take it.
Yeah, but
Keep
you
the
know what,
beef.
hey, Mikey, you know why I got no sympathy? Yeah, do you know why I got no sympathy? Because when Arsenal was in the mud, in the dirt, yeah, when we was in the ground, everyone had jokes. Like, you know what? Everyone comes together. I noticed all the other clubs come together in holy matrimony when it's Arsenal are doing bad. They all come in my banter group. I got like this Premiership like football group. I got in WhatsApp. Yeah, when Arsenal lose, they're all these men are kumbayaing together, all on the same level. Like they come hand in hand, like they're all like holding hands, chatting and bantering us. Like so. But when any one of them lose, the group's quiet or a couple man are like sending shots and whatever. But let it be Arsenal playing and we're 1-0 down. All of a sudden, man are throwing in the eyes in the group. Do you get what I'm saying? Like all of us,
mental.
man, when we was 2-0 down against Bournemouth, everyone's like, oh, wobble, like man are chatting bare rubbish. And because if you get 3-0, yeah, if you get 3-0 or 3 goals without reply, you get evicted from the group. So when we was 2-0 down to Bournemouth, man are talking past the pad. Do you get me? Like, man are all chatting rubbish. So I have no sympathy because when it's us, everyone's on us. Like everyone is waiting to rip into Arsenal and have their laugh on us. And the only thing they have left now is the fact that if we lost the league, that's what everyone wants. Everyone if we listen, the day we drop points and City catch us, if that ever happened, God forbid, yeah. Watch how my phone and how everyone's gonna be like, see, told you City were gonna catch you. Do you get what I'm saying? See, you gotta know how to play the season and do all that rubbish is gonna come out. So I don't feel sorry for nobody. Listen, it's a dog eat dog world right now. We're top of the league, yeah. Arsenal doing their thing, and long may it continue. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, sorry, Ashake, but you know I got a back dog on that one.
Don't blame you.
No, got it, man. Hey, listen, because it's real. We've been through it, man.
We have, man. Even like we've probably lost about 2 games this season. Even with that, people are like, oh, you ain't winning the league, bro. Calm down. How many games have we won?
Yeah,
like everything else we've been doing, but you got quick. Oh, you're not winning the league. Jesus is out injured.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, and you know what's mad? Like it took it was like, you know what? Every step of the way we've responded and done our thing because it's like, everyone when we got Jesus and Jesus was doing his thing, the goals have dried up. He's only scored this amount of goals. He ain't scoring goals. Then it was like, but you know what? We're still winning games. Then it's like, if he gets injured, he got injured. Here it is. This is the moment. And Ketia comes in, does his thing. Okay, like every step of the way, it's been they've been waiting for the fall off, and it's not happened. So now that they've, like even when we got knocked out the FA Cup, man, were onto me quick, like because that's all they had. Like they there was nothing else they could celebrate apart from us getting knocked out of a cup. So as soon as it happened, I was like ringing my phone. Are you all right, dog? Yeah, what are you saying, fam? Like yeah, just checking up on you and all of this rubbish, yeah, because they've been dying for it. They've been onto me, and I've tried to stay humble with it, but you know what? Now I'm not humble. I don't care.
How do you feel, homie?
Yeah, you know what? It's 9 games in. If we lose, we lose. But you know what? I'm going down on my sword if we do. So listen, let's have it. Yeah, let's have it. I'll have it. All here. Yeah, all here.
I mean, listen, the only way that City can catch up to you is that if they continue this winning form and then you guys lose 3 games in a row. But do I see that happening? No. The only team I see you guys losing is City at the Etihad because you don't have a really good record against City in the Premier League. So, but you got Liverpool. So, yeah, I see you beating them. And then you got Chelsea soon. I see you beating us. So, to me, also winning the title. I said this in October, and people thought I've been supporting Arsenal. Listen, I'm a football fan. I'm entitled to my opinion, and that is it.
Yeah.
100%, you're definitely entitled to your opinion for sure, Shoke. And I love that. Like, that is just coming from a footballing perspective. You know, when you see good talent, good quality, who's worthy of winning the league, spit those facts, yo.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you know what? We waited a long time. And the games, like even when I hear Shoke mention the fixtures, it also gives me anxiety because I'm still. It's not sure. It's not guaranteed. This is the thing. We're playing so well, but Arsenal fans know Arsenal have have Arsenal moments in it. We've had Arsenal moments. Yeah, we all know this. That's why we cannot. Like, I think if City was in our position, they would say the league's a wrap. Liverpool, it's a wrap. There's no way. even if it was Liverpool and City and Liverpool ahead, everyone will say Liverpool are gone, City ain't catching them. If it was the other way around and City was in this position and Liverpool ain't catching them. But with Arsenal, like, because we have been known to wobble in it, like we've had those moments. Yeah, it's hard to sit there and just be like, yeah, we win those games. Like, I look at the games, yeah, you think we've only lost 3 games, and we've managed to go the whole season getting through these fixtures, and we're going to play these teams that we've really played already. But no guarantee. You got Newcastle away. Like,
that's a difficult one because they beat Man United earlier today.
Chelsea now got a new manager, whoever that is, or whatever they're going to do. Who knows? Like, it could be the new manager bounce. All of a sudden, they go on a winning game spree and win all their games right through to the end of the season. Who knows what Chelsea? Because they got the players.
Got the players, but
City away, Liverpool away. Did you get what I'm saying? Brighton at home. There's games that we've got that Nottingham Forest. Don't get it wrong. It's Nottingham Forest, but Nottingham Forest away. Yeah. They drew with City 1-1. So
that game is.
So when you can't really sit there and relax on it, but because of the way we've been playing, that is the thing that props you up and makes you a bit more, gives you a bit of energy to fight back. Is the fact that we've actually played well in all our games. Like, I don't think there's a game that I could look at where I feel like, oh, maybe City at home, maybe we was doing all right up until they started to hit us off. Like, do you get what I mean? And they overpowered us, but. Other than that, every game we played well. Like, maybe Everton away.
Yeah, we have our moments where we make it really difficult for ourselves. But what I love about this team now is we're able to then redeem ourselves. You know, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So I think that is what makes the difference, especially when you look at that Bournemouth game, boy.
Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Mad moment. Those moments. When we scored that Bournemouth goal, and I felt like, right, this is. And I was away, so remember I was saying that my phone was doing a madness. So because I was trying to watch it on my phone. I wasn't even in the country, so I was trying to watch the game on my phone, and it kept stuttering, buffering. Then it went 2-2. Then I'm trying to load up live score. Live score's not working. Then I see it's 2-1. Then I see it's 2-2. And I'm like, right, now. When it went 2-2, I knew he was winning the game. But then when it was like the 90th minute and it was buffering and it was doing the whole 2-2 and it's 90th minute, I said, no. I said, okay, it's not meant to be. Then when I see 3-2, I lost my mind. But it's moments,
your eyes.
yeah. But it's moments like that that makes you feel like it's our year, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just need that bit of luck as well,
This is what I'm saying, man. I don't know, I'm like, even today, man was talking about, you going to the parade, what you doing? I said, yes, I'm bringing 3 bottles of champagne. I am getting lit. Yeah, I'm having it.
On the Henny, homie.
Yeah, I'm on the Henny, B. I'm getting lit up. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, it's crazy, but it's like, so you dare to dream, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And Eros is right. 1 game at a time. That's all we can do, man.
Literally.
But you know what? I love the fact that we're not in anything. Like, we have 9 games literally to our season's over.
And that is it. We ain't got to worry about anything else or anyone else.
No,
Those 9 Premier League games.
A week's rest till the next game each week right now so we're like, I just think it's perfect.
100%. Eros has got a question. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Who's going to win a Shockey?
Well, I'm really not sure because we have to wait to see if there's going to be interim or a proper manager. So I expect Chelsea win, but I doubt that because both Chelsea and Liverpool haven't been successful this season. So I don't know who's going to win. I'm going to go for a draw, maybe 0-0 because I don't see
thinking that a goalless game.
Because it's the same thing at Anfield and it's going to be the same thing at Stamford Bridge. But we should wait and see. But not looking forward to that one. But let's see if Chelsea can prove we want to get the win because we haven't got a good record against Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. So my prediction is a 0-0. Not looking forward to that game, to be honest with you. Like, who wants to watch that game?
Is that your next fixture?
Yes.
Okay. Is that during the week? That's during the week, isn't it?
Yeah. This week is for the teams that have games in hand. So we have our game. So since the Chelsea-Liverpool game is on Tuesday. That's both teams' game in hand. So yeah.
Oh, what, Chelsea play Liverpool this week?
Yeah,
Yes.
Tuesday.
And then play us on the weekend?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, this is the thing. Chelsea, Liverpool. If Liverpool win that game, it gives them a bit of momentum going into the Arsenal game. But then it also distracts them because they have Chelsea then Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I know you guys are thinking you want Chelsea to win so that you can be confident in the Liverpool game.
Not really. Like a draw would do. Well, I don't know, because you think if Liverpool lose, then they're gonna have to respond in their home game, innit? Because they're against us. Do you get what I'm saying? So you almost can set them up to be like Klopp put a rocket up them ready to come out and play ball against us, but they win. You never know. They might think, okay, cover the cracks, we're back on again. Because this is the thing, Chelsea are giving away 3 points at the moment. Like Potter's not really been winning games. Obviously, they won a couple of games. So will it be the same fixture it might have been if Potter was in? I don't know. New manager, if they get one in early, can make it a different kind of game for them. But either way, it's 90 minutes of football that we're not gonna have to play when we go to Anfield. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, we'll just see, man. I don't know. It could make a difference, might not.
Yeah, literally. Mate, stressful times. I could just see the stress in your face, Ashoke.
Yeah. Nah, the stress is there. The frustrations. I could see it. When Ashoke was talking earlier, I've never seen him talk like that before. You know, like you could feel the energy in it, which is good. Passion, in it. It's passion, and we all passionate about what we love, in it. Football, you know. And that's what it is. But yeah, it's mad. It's a mad time.
Crazy. D Money saying, remember I said 3 weeks ago on here that City won't drop any more points. Game by game for me, it's hope that kills.
Yeah, it is. City, I don't know. I think City can come out of this international break a bit like, you know, come out and they beat Liverpool, but Liverpool may not have been that great or whatever. But it's when the fixtures pile up. There's going to be another fixture pile up coming up. And when the fixtures pile up, that's when City kind of struggle. They kind of get their thing, but they do struggle a bit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, there's going to become a moment of time where they're going to have a weekday fixture, which is like a Champions League game, especially if they get through. If they get past Bayern Munich, then all of a sudden the Champions League becomes even more serious. Do you get what I'm saying? Players not wanting to get injured going into semi-finals, and you know, like maybe if they haven't really caught Arsenal by then, they take the brakes off it a bit. Because you got to think, what is the key? Like he said, it's the hope that kills you, but it's the hope that kills City, because you think City went and smashed Liverpool, putting pressure on us to drop points against Leeds, and then we just go and do the same score and smash Leeds 4-1 as well.
Literally.
So it's like that almost is a bit of a punch in the face. Like you're thinking, listen, we've had the early kickoff because it would have been even mad for them. Because I thought they played on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sure initially they were supposed to.
That's what I thought. I thought City played today and Arsenal played before them. So had Arsenal won, they would have went 11 points clear. Obviously, there's been some sort of swap around, which makes sense in the interest of the Premier League, that you'd want City to win the Liverpool game to put pressure on Arsenal to then maybe slip up. But we never. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's as you were. Do you get me? So like it's just like I think it just as much like as my guy said, it's the hope that kills you, but it's the hope that's killing City as well. You think we've done this big boy performance and it's not really done anything. It's not broken. Yeah, if anything, it's just kept us rolling with them, because had we dropped points, they would have went and smashed Leeds, and then who knows, they could have been 10 points or 11 points clear again. Do you get what I'm saying? So yes, we're all in the same boat. This is the thing.
In it. Well, we in a different league.
We're in a different league, but you know what I say when we say we're in the same boat? I've said it like before, like when people talk about, what if Jesus gets injured, or Thomas Partey and all it is, but it's the same like Man United. Like you look at Man United, look, what if Casemiro gets injured? Boom, he gets a red card, he's out for 4 games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Rashford not really turning up. Look, City, Haaland injured. They've got Alvarez come and did his thing, but we don't know how he's gonna play. He might have been lit because he was starting this game. He might be dead in the next game.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? Everyone's just come back from an international break, a little bit gassed, boom, boom, boom. Then all of a sudden, that routine kicks in, and then boom, like it's not the intensity ain't there. Who knows? But everyone's having issues, not just Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? So everyone always wants to put the pressure on Arsenal, but we're all in the same boat. When man say to me, "Well, what if Jesus gets injured?" I say, "What about Rashford then? What about so and so?"
Exactly.
You know what I mean? What if Salah gets injured? We're all in the same boat, bro. Like
Exactly. It's so true.
any player can get injured at any time.
Exactly. Same game for everyone.
Same game for everyone. We're all in it together, man. But it is detrimental to us because when it has happened in the past, it mashes us up. You get me?
We got a thinner squad.
Yeah, we've got a thinner squad, so that's what they need to really work on.
Mike, he's saying Grealish is up in his game because he knows how much attention Saka getting through the media.
That too, probably. Because the thing is, I think especially with England, like everyone, you kind of want to be the England golden boy. That I think Grealish at the World Cup was the England golden boy. Everyone was calling, "Oh, we need to bring Grealish on," because he wasn't playing. And then, you know, in the interviews, he's like, "Oh, he's got to answer questions about why he's not starting Grealish and do all of that." And so Grealish is like really the golden boy without even actually having to kick a ball because like they're just. And then I think when he was playing, he's actually been playing dead. So now it's like the buzz ain't around him no more. The buzz ain't even around Foden anymore. The buzz is around Saka, the star boy.
Literally, who is starting?
Yeah, he's starting. He's performing. He's scoring wonderful, wonder goals. Like, look at the goal he scored against Ukraine. Top bin, boom, pick that out. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. In the previous game, he got a goal and an assist.
Yeah, he's doing it. So yeah, it's only right. But if that's what they got to do and raise their game, they should be doing that. They're pro footballers. Like, you want to play at your elite level and play hard. You shouldn't be doing that because the next man's getting all the limelight, innit? Do you get me?
100%. Be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Eros call him a calf merchant. Do you know? I agree. I absolutely love Grealish's calves. Like,
yeah, he's got the meaty calves. He can't wear skinny jeans. Man.
Oh, mate, they're ripped.
Yeah, they're ripped. Could you imagine trying to get them calves in a pair of slim fits?
It ain't happening at all.
Yeah.
Doug, what's up with the Grealish cut? What's that mess called?
Wait, his haircut. Yeah, what his hair? Like Grealish is trim. You know what? That Grealish trim is like, it's the Grealish, isn't it? Like, he's had that the whole time. Like, he's always had that. And you remember he used to wear the little the headband and the little thing like that. That's his thing. You get me? We call it the Grealish. Yeah. You know?
No. Big up Kanisha Reed saying hello, good afternoon to you all.
Shout out Kanisha.
Good afternoon to you. Hello to you, Miss Beauty Queen Charlene. Aww. Happy Sunday. I love you, Charlene. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. I love you back.
Oh, come on, Kanisha.
Eros is just confirming, yes, the haircut.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Because you say my hair's not long, I can't really. I can't really relate. So I don't know what's going on with it, but it's still good for him, you know.
Wait, why did Ashake just choke there?
Yeah. No, it must feel good for Grealish, you know. You have to wear it back and tie it back. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, where you was meant to do your forfeit, Doug?
Huh?
Oh my God!
Oh wait, my connection's going. What you say?
Don't even try that. Where's your hair, fam?
Man, you guys are.
Right, listen. I'll tell you what,
okay.
After the stream, I'm gonna shout you. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do it over the phone together. I'm gonna order the afro, the wig, or whatever we choose to order. I'm gonna order it once I come off the phone, and I will have it. I will have it for the next show. Huh?
Ashake's fed up preparing that excuse.
Yeah, because Ashoke understands my pain. He's been here since day one. Ashoke, how long did it take Char to do the ice bucket challenge?
I would say like a month.
Right, 2 months,
exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see, 2 months. It took you forever.
I
feel like I've still
got... Actually, 2 months, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It took so long. I still feel like, even though my challenge has taken long, I've still got time.
No, you don't have time.
In comparison to how long you took. But we're going to do it this week. 100%. I'm going to order it this week. So it'll be ready for the next show and the show after. But yeah,
You promise?
I promise. Char, remind me. because I got bare stuff going on with my pops, everything. Just remind me so I'll remember and I'll get it done.
All right then. I want you to get a Grealish haircut now.
What, the little Grealish thing with the little rubber band?
And I want the headband.
Asking it will be done. You're gonna see me come back with the Drogba one. You remember how Drogba used to have it with the little headband man? Or Javinho, you remember Javinho? Hey, what about having the Javinho trim? Don't kill me.
Right.
You remember
What about when
Javinho, you da?
What about when Oba had them plats?
Oh, allow it. Oba was doing way too much, bro.
What was that singer called?
Oba, you know what? Oba hurts, man, because even when you think about that time when he had the plats, like, he was just a wavy, little, stylish striker when the goals were going in. Do you get what I'm saying? As soon as the goals dried up, I don't know, he was just a different guy, but Uber used to come and bring a little straight to the pitch for us. You get me? Why?
Wait, no. With the lemon juice dripping, that Drogba cut.
That's what I'm saying. Don't make me bring that one back. Drogba, you know. I'm surprised Drogba's hair fell out, bro. Well, I'm not surprised because, bro, like the way he must have been greasing that down and perming that. I lie, because how is it so straight? His hair is straight every week. Not once the man see Drogba with an afro.
He probably can.
Come on, Econ African. This is what I'm trying to say to them. Sorry, Char, but no. Dog, you never see. Listen, I said I would have done the little afro thing, but she wants me to wear the straight curly perm. Like, listen, if I come out looking like Easy, the rapper, like from NWA, I don't mind. I can rock it. It's still gangster, but the straight hair wig thing tied back with the pony can't work, man.
This is for taking too long. Therefore, it gets intensified.
Hey, listen, Eco knows. My dog, you get me?
Lemon drizzle, you know, they're all laughing at this lemon drizzle comment. That is just. Hey, don't mess with the baldies.
I like Graham. Hey, what Graham? You part of the team? Let me know. You part of the no hair gang. Like,
have you got no hair? No,
like, mine grows, but mine does actually grow, but it just goes around the side. You see, when it grows out, it's wild. You remember? Shoke, was you there for that episode when I had to forfeit and I had to show my hairline?
Yeah,
it's wild. See, you know already. Like when you grow it out, if I don't get a regular trim, I'm at that stage in my life where I've got the little island. You get me?
Little or big island?
Well, it's big now. I remember when it first started to lose it. I remember I went to the barbers. Yeah, how I started to lose my hair. I went to the barbers, and he, when you don't go to your regular barber, and you like you test out a man, like you test the next one just to see like he's more local. And we just test it. I tested it. Yeah. He pushed my hairline back, and it never recovered.
Blame him.
Yeah,
that's why you don't ever cheat on your barber.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And my barber just my barber would laugh, and then he salvaged it, but then there was coming a time when my barber, like, he got to the point, like you might have like a 0.1 on the, like a 1 on the top or 0.5 and a fade and whatever. Me and him had the conversation. I was like, when it gets to the point that it can't be recovered anymore, just let me know. And I remember one time I was, it has that Smithers hairline from the Hey, I'm done with you, look. Hey, I said the Smithers trim. I just remember the conversation. I was with my barber, we was chilling, and he must have went to me like, like I'm laughing and joking with the man them, and he just whispered to my ear before he took the clippers, and he goes, today's the day, and that's when I knew. I was like, like my heart was broken because he was saying, today's the day, man, can't salvage this, bro. It's all coming off.
Really?
Yeah, man, heartbroken.
So did you have longer hair before then?
Yeah, I had locks right down to my back, everything. No, I'm joking. I never.
I was going to say, like, what?
Nah, I just used to have the short back and sides. Like I used to have the little, you know what I mean? Little skin fade, short back and sides. Boom. Even certain times, little, you know what I mean? Little borders and whatnot back in the day, like when it was, you know what I mean? Little line going through it and whatnot. It used to be exciting, you know what I'm saying? Then I think leading up to when I had to get it cut, when it had to all come off, I used to just get like 2 lines, like, like across the side there.
Oh, yeah.
I used to just run it like that, but they were faint, so it wasn't like bait, like 2 like gashes across my face. But yeah, it looked proper, but yeah, it was heartbreaking.
So how long ago was it that you sort of lost your hair?
Why are we discussing this? We're meant to be talking about football. Where is going on? No, you try to put me on the stand. I started. I think when the guy messed my trimmer, I was 20. I'm not even going to give away my age like that, but
10
it
years
was
ago.
about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I think it went from when the trim messed up, and then about 6, 7 years, like 3 years after that, I say that's when I had to. Me and the barber had the conversation.
Do you know there's natural remedies you could try, Doug? We should try them on you, like castor oil, things like that. Apparently, it's meant to be good for hair growth. I personally haven't tried it.
But this is the thing. I couldn't imagine myself with hair right now. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, it's been so long that I've not had like that. Like, but listen. If God blessed me with bread, and I was able to go. Listen, I fly to Turkey. Listen, I'll come back. You won't even recognize me. I'll come back. My hair will be. I'll have dreads pulled back. Like, listen, my teeth will be straight. White as ever. I'll be coming back looking mad. Like, man's had a tummy tuck. We're moving. I'm out here. You get me?
I don't agree with tummy tucks. I don't agree with tummy tucks.
No, I would never. I would never do that. But no, definitely. I don't know. Like, I got offered. I remember through the Dons and that they got offered, man, to do like one of them Turkey things, like go Turkey, but we got to document it and whatever. And Donnie had asked me if that I would want to do it, and I said, yeah, of course I'll do it. Because if it didn't really suit me or my hair grew back and I weren't really on it, I just cut it in it. So,
you should do it. I mean, look at Rob Holding. Like, you see him flashing his hair. He's even got a headband too.
No, listen, Rob Holding's comeback is mad.
Mental. That could be you, Doug.
Listen, you never know. We'll see where I'm going.
You should actually take up that offer.
I just see on the thing, Eco says Douglas sounds like he's got Marlon PTSD, but
wait, where does it say that? I can't see it. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Marlon as well.
Yeah, nah, you know what? I don't really brand. I'm not really bothered. Like, you know what? It's just one of them things that because I'm not one of them guys that's so bothered. As soon as my hair grows out, I go straight to the barbers. Yeah. I've been on here sometimes and I'm rough. Like, I'm not a sweet brother in it. Like, I'm a rough around the edges kind of guy. So, like, as and when I need to go and get my trim, I go and get my trim. Like, when it grows out, it grows out. If it's going bald, it's going bald. I'm not really that bothered, to be fair. But I joke about it all the time. You get me? Yeah.
Eco's saying you done it 20 years ago.
What's that?
To you.
Yeah.
And Graham's just confirming that he's bald.
Graham. Listen. We're both on the same team, Graham. Don't worry about that, mate.
What's the difference between bald and skinhead?
Skinhead's the same. Bald is just like, I suppose bald in some people be bald, but they might not skin it off in it like to skin. When you're a skinhead, you got this, you literally razor that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Eva's saying bald is beautiful. Remember that, fellas.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care about my... Char's been dying to sing.
I needed my release.
Any excuse anymore. I know you too well. You've been dying to sing for the last 2 hours. You've been itching to sing. Like, you've not had that moment. You get me?
Do you know, I didn't realize how much I actually sing till I do these shows. You know, like, even if I'm in the gym and I'm running, like, as I'm running, I'm singing. So I don't even know how loud I am, boy. But I got my AirPods in and I'm just singing. Like, you know, when you say a couple lines, so you're running, sing a couple lines more.
Yeah.
Don't be too loud, Char.
Any excuse, like I know you too well. I know you're itching to sing. I know if we could start this show from when we went live and just sing the whole way through, you wouldn't even blink an eyelid. Like, you would just say, "Oh no, 45 minutes in, we've been singing the whole time." Like, you wouldn't even be bothered. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, dog. I remember last year that Charlene used to sing, and she also blinked so many times.
Oh, she blinks and sings. Oh, you say she used to blink and sing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Wow.
I remember.
Maybe we can have like I sing a song. How many times I blink?
La 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 la. I'm done.
We got end today with a sing song.
No, I'm done. It's too funny.
We should get everyone to vote who they want to sing out of us three.
Oh, I'm not sure. Why? I'm not singing. This ain't a karaoke thing. Can we get back to talking about Arsenal, please?
Yes, let's get back.
Can we get back to the Arsenal? You know what I'm saying? Arsenal conversation and chatting, and you were man out here to sing. You know what I'm saying? Man, I sing nothing.
I'm like, you want to sing, Doug?
I know. I'll tell you what. I'll let you in the showcase because I know Showcase will sing with you. So you guys can sing and I'll judge it. Or maybe me and the people in the chat can judge it. You get me?
All right, we'll end it on that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Come on, done, dada.
In it, saying like, share, subscribe, lads. Support your quality as you continue to get brilliant content on a consistent basis. Big up. Thank you for supporting us.
Come on, gang.
Gang business, baby.
It's gang off in the chat. I can see it. Yeah,
Charlie, my black diamond impress. Big up to you, Dana.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Hit them high notes. Go on, go for it.
A shocking just come out of that random, you know. The random ones.
There's a guy in Turkey who can sort that for you.
What are we missing? What are they talking about?
Your head.
Oh, my head. Are they talking to me?
Yeah.
They're talking to me. Yeah. There are a lot of guys in Turkey.
I thought it said Doug there, but it didn't.
Nah, Turkey is obviously the spot. Like Turkey, Dominican Republic, and them places are the places where if you want to get your treatments, they're the places to go, innit? I suppose DR's more for like the American side.
Oh, I didn't even know DR was doing stuff like that.
Yeah. A lot of the time, that's where a lot of the girls, like the women, and that go and get their BBO and that in America. Like they'll go to they'll go DR, Dominican Republic.
These BBLs are absolutely crazy. Like I saw it and I'm just like, oh my god, like it's so dangerous.
Yeah, it is a dangerous procedure.
Yeah, do some glute exercises and you know.
Yeah. I know because you're a gym head, so you're just like, no, listen, if you can't work for it, like just allow it. Yeah. I'm back in the gym now. You know, I've been training hard. You know.
Jeez.
You see from the shoulder. Look at the shoulders now.
Isn't it?
No,
Working really hard.
I love that.
That look mad. Still wait, lad. Back in again. You get me?
Oh, you need to come and do a session with me, yo.
Yeah. No,
that would be great. That would be great. Teach Charlie how to be stronger like you.
Yeah. Showcase knows. Char's hard to keep up with. I've seen Char's videos. Like Char's a bit on this machine thing. Like, I don't know if I'm actually ready to train with you yet, Char. Like I can come and maybe watch and just like clap, like just to give you like the motivation. But I don't know if I could potentially join in.
She kind of freaks, you know. She kind of freaks, you know. I've seen her on her videos.
Yeah, no, the sessions are mad. Burpees, all of that, crunches, leg raises, all of them things there, plus all the math there. So them things don't frighten me still. I just like to move iron. I just love to push weight in it. Do you get me?
We can do that.
Yeah. Okay, say no more.
And then end it with a big ass run. I actually done that today. I actually done legs today and then done a run after.
Yeah, if I start running, my knees are just gonna go the other way. They're just gonna be like, nah, fam, we're going back to the car.
Run to the car, homie.
Yeah, my knees are just gonna give up. Say, yeah, fam, I'm back at the whip still.
No, we will definitely arrange something.
Yeah, no, definitely, and vlog it as well. Vlog it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, man, come on.
Check your Insta DM, Char, man. All right, boss, big up your boy Shads.
Yeah, come on, Shads.
My DMs. You sneaking into my DMs?
And man try to slide in your DMs and then come on the live feed to tell you to check your DMs. I don't know if that's intuitive or if that's a bit stalkerish. We don't know. You have to check your DMs to actually see what he said, and then you can
check
make
it
it
now.
Huh?
Shall I check it now?
Yeah, check now. Let's see what Shams is on. No, you ain't got to tell us what he says though. But then you can then make out whether, you know what I'm saying, whether it is intuitive because he's being clever, or whether it's just a bit, you know what I'm saying.
I can't see anything from him. I mean, I've got a lot. Did you send it today? I can't see anything.
Tell him what's his Instagram name so that you can check.
Hey, this is why Shocker is clever. Yeah.
On point.
Yes.
All right, I can't see anything. I'm assuming it'll be his name. But yeah, let us know. And when did you send it? I'll send another message because there's a lot of messages here. What's this? I went skinhead when the bald patch appeared at the back around the crown.
Oh, you know, yeah. Graham had the one where, you know, that I don't know what's worse, whether it's the worst one's the one from the front or the one at the back, because you know, like the one at the back, yeah. If man don't tell you you've got that, you just don't know. Like, you know,
How you feel it?
Yeah, you both. I don't know. Like, because sometimes I don't know how long Rob's hair is or what it's like, innit? Like the texture of his hair, innit? But I suppose with mine, if I always had my hair short and it was thinning out at the back, maybe wouldn't really notice it until it was like you proper grown it out, and then you like rub your head like that, like raw, tired, and then you just feel that little indent.
That's reminding me of, like, so obviously I'm a mum, I've got kids, you know, like when you have your babies, like they're like babies, like newborn, and then when they're always lying on their hair actually falls out at the back.
Is it?
Their hair fall out and then it grows back.
Yeah.
Like my baby's like having that bald patch at the back, then it starts falling around the sides, and then it's like full.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know that. Yeah, but I know, but I have seen patchy head babies, so I get what you mean now. Yeah,
that's like their hair just falls out.
Yeah, little Cabbage Patch Kids.
Literally, that is what they look like. No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna jump on my new podcast to chat Arsenal, be blessed to have you on still. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, now he's talking business. See, that is it. You gotta find that DM now.
I like, yo. It don't make money, don't make sense.
Yes, if it don't make money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, send me the DM, Shads, your boy Shads. But yeah, we've been streaming 2 hours. We've gone completely off topic. We've been talking about her, everything.
I know, like we just covered a lot. We've covered a lot right now.
Isn't it? Yeah. But let's see what the upcoming Premier League fixtures are. So the games in hand. So first of all, we have got Everton, who are playing Tottenham tomorrow for this match day 29. Then it's the games in hand being played on Tuesday is Leeds United versus Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth v Brighton, Leicester City versus Villa, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Then on Wednesday, it's West Ham versus Newcastle. Man U versus Brentford. Quite a few games.
City, if City got a game in hand, they do, innit?
Not this week.
Fulham. They got Fulham.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Fulham City's game in hand.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the outcome with that Fulham situation?
Which one?
When Mitrovic pushed the ref.
I don't know, you know. Did he play today?
All I heard is that he got 10 games banned, but then I don't know if that's really true.
Unless they appealed it. Let's have a look.
I don't know about that one. All I heard is that he got 10 games banned because of that situation. I don't know.
And also to get update on the manager as well.
The man, I saw him, going to Bournemouth. So I'm so confused because I watched the highlights of Bournemouth versus Fulham, and he was up the stands. I mean, sorry, the touchline.
Oh, he didn't play. Was the
Because
No,
it
manager
Mitrovic
on
didn't
was
play,
the
but Marcus Smith was on the touchline. Since
Ah,
I've
yeah,
watched the
no, he didn't play. He
highlights.
didn't play.
Yeah,
Mitrovic didn't play.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
Mitrovic,
Leanne, yeah,
no.
both straight
Willian
red
did it as
cards.
well.
They're still suspended.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're still suspended. But was that for the FA Cup? That was for the FA Cup game, isn't it?
Yeah,
The FA Cup against
yeah.
United.
That was
Yeah, against
crazy, you
United.
know. Fulham was good, but then once
And
you,
they were leading as well.
yeah, they just let the
No,
fans them.
they were doing their thing,
Really
and that's the
believe,
thing. United, like even that we talk about United earlier, like even them beating Fulham the 2-1. That's not even really a bounce back game. Like that's not a game you could look like you're bouncing back and say you're bouncing back. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental. Graham saying it was having long hair in a ponytail during the rave days a long time ago. Wow, you had long hair, yeah?
They say all that tying it back or the caps or the rave days, you know. Hey, listen, were you a houseman, Graham? Into your house and that? I like a bit of house music, though. I'm a houseman still.
Dennis the Great is saying, love the content, Charlene and Doug. We will end Chelsea season on April the 12th, 4-0. Be ready, Osh.
Hey.
What's your retaliation to that, Ashake?
Well, if Graham Potter was there, then yes, I would not looking forward to this game. But since he's gone, maybe I have a slight chance. But listen, it's gonna take a huge, credible performance in order for Dennis the Great to be proven wrong. But to me, Real Madrid are in the title race. We're not. So yeah, hopefully, if they do destroy us, I won't be surprised. But yeah, not looking forward to that one. But we'll see what the new manager can bring to Chelsea, and hopefully he can prove me wrong. But I doubt that still.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Tough.
But I still don't think we'll win the Champions League, though. I see it.
Yeah. The thing with Madrid, no matter even if they're struggling in the league or whatever's going on in the league, in the Champions League, they're a different beast.
Really mentality, you
That's
know.
it. You got to bring it. Look at last season when they won it. You think that you would have thought there were so many games you thought they were dead and buried. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And they find a way to come back and do what they need to do. Whether they've got that in them this season, we don't know. But like their experience in that cup in that league in itself, in the Champions League in itself, is what's gonna shine through in that fixture.
Yeah. Oh mate, tough times. Anything else to add, Doug, before we round off?
No, I'm good. Listen, it's been a dope show. Like, listen, we'll touch on more on Arsenal when we next talk. You get me? Because we didn't really get to go too in on the team today because
so much excitement. The breaking
so much excitement. But you know what? It's been good. We've been able to cover Chelsea, talk about other clubs, which is dope. I love it, man. I love chatting football. So, but next time we're gonna chat about Arsenal. You know what I mean? We let you slide in the show, but we need to talk about Arsenal now, Jay.
Well, it's been so lovely having you, Ashake. Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, you know, tough circumstances for you at the minute with you are in terms of the table, your team, you know, the heartache you're going through. But it's been lovely having you on the show and joining us.
Thank you for having me as always. Pick up yourself. Always speaking to you too.
We know what you're going through, you know. We know we relate to you. You get me? We've been there with you, so man.
Exactly. We feel that pain. Eros is saying one of my favorite YouTube streams. Oh, thank you, Eros. That's so lovely.
Come on, my G. Yeah.
We're happy to hear that. It's 10 games ban, but they're looking to extend the ban. Yeah, that's sort of what I heard.
Yeah.
This is foolish. But Bruno Fernandes gets nothing for pushing the linesman.
Exactly.
This
don't
is
do that.
That's what I'm saying about the consistency.
It's not the consistency. I feel like it's the biasness. It's the biasness that they have towards certain clubs. Like Man United, even sometimes City and Liverpool, they like get away with so much. Like this season, I say Arsenal got away with a few things, but like in comparison to what we always get punished for, it's nothing in comparison. Do you get me? And some teams just get away with all the madness. It's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy, man. It's been a good stream. Thank you. Big up to you, Tyrone.
Hey, where's Tyrone been? Normally Tyrone's always in the comments. Couldn't see him today, unless we just missed it. But big up yourself, Ty.
Yeah, there was a lot of comments that were coming in. I think I saw Tyrone earlier. Or was I imagining it? But yeah, big up Ashoke, always a top guy, says Eros. You know that. We don't give a about La Liga. When I was growing up, we were winning Champions Leagues and finishing fourth, but I'm not fully sleeping on Chelsea.
Love that shot. I like the way he didn't want to swear.
I know.
Everyone makes me look bad because I'm the only one that's out here with all the expletives, isn't it? Like,
I mean, it's free, but I'm just saying. Dennis saying, big up, Osh.
Thank you, my guy.
Envelopes, Doug.
Oh,
what does that mean? Love letters?
Oh no, I'm not too. I don't know what I missed.
Eros, what does that mean?
Yes, no.
Oh, Graham Robb played more into dancehall and rhythm.
Jeez.
Come on. Listen, and drum and bass, D&B, old school. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was thinking I would say D&G.
Yeah. Graham Robb's from the jungle era. Yeah.
Wicked. Jungle is massive. Wicked. Jungle is massive.
Hear this. The original jungle is. See, I know that. I am the incredible general. I can't do it again. But I used to rave at all of that.
That is hard work. Much love.
Oh, paying off the refs. Yes, brown envelope settings. The refs getting paid
off.
Yeah.
Them Barcelona investigation business there.
Isn't it mad? Big up Nico. No other team paying the refs. All right, it's a great live stream as I passed on watching the Napoli versus Milan game.
Hey, come on, thank you.
That's a really great game.
Isn't it?
Napoli on top, so I expect them to beat Milan.
Xhaka Dimas and players.
Yeah, man. Is it Xhaka spelled like that? I'm sure it's not. Ain't it Xhaka?
Nah. But I see what you done, Eros. I see you, fam.
Oh, I love it. Everyone's showing a Xhaka love as well, saying big up. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Great show as always, guys. Big thank you to our special guest, Ashoke, for joining us, giving his views on the breaking news that Graham Potter has been sacked as Chelsea manager. And Doug, it's always a great show with you.
Come on, always a pleasure, Char. Always a pleasure, man.
Guys, listen, we'll be back again next week with another live stream talking all things football as well as other stuff. You know how we like to roll. But yeah, thank you to each and every single one of you for joining us today. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed and subscribe. We will be back again next week with even more content. Thanks to our special guest, Ashoke, our main guy, Dougster.
Come on.
Yeah. And myself, Charlene Smith. We signing off, yo.
Big up yourself, Char.
In it. See you soon.
Bye. Come on.